We present Ian Carmichael as Lord Peter Wimsey in Busman's Honeymoon by Dorothy L. Sayers. Adapted for radio in 6 episodes by Alistair Beaton, with Sarah Badel as Lady Peter Wimsey and Peter Jones as Bunter. Episode 1, The Mysteries of Married Life.
In the county of Hertfordshire, there is a village called Great Pagford. It was in this village that the detective novelist Harriet Vane was born and brought up. It had been her father's ambition to provide his daughter with the best possible education. Harriet's own ambition had been to make enough money to buy a quaint old farmhouse called Tallboys in the next village. Both father's and daughter's ambitions were to be realized. Harriet's education was to take her to Oxford. Her marriage to Lord Peter Wimsey was to take her to the quaint old farmhouse in Hertfordshire. Originally, it was destined to be the couple's weekend cottage. Only at the very last moment had they taken the eccentric decision to make it their honeymoon home as well. Immediate possession had been agreed, and the previous owner, a man called Noakes, had promised to lend his furniture to the happy couple until such time as they had furnished the house according to their own mysterious tastes. He had also promised to wait for their arrival and hand over the keys. But it rapidly became clear that everything was not running according to plan.
I hope Noakes has waited up for us. I don't see any lights on. He may have given us up.
Then we shall firmly hand ourselves back to him. People like you and me, Harriet, are not so easily got rid of. I told him any time after 8 o'clock.
I knew it in my bones, my lord. I should have come on ahead to supervise the arrangements.
Oh, this is all my fault.
Nonsense. Try the back, Bunter. If you can't find anybody there, make for the place where the dog is.
Very good, my lord.
That'll keep Bunter busy for a bit. Do you realize, woman, that I've done it? That I've got you, and that you can't get rid of me now, short of death or divorce? Forget Bunter. I don't care a rap whether he goes for the dog or the dog goes for him.
Poor Bunter.
Poor devil. No wedding bells for Bunter, what? Ain't fair, is it? All the kicks for him, and all the kisses for me.
Somebody must come sometime, Peter, because if not...
If not? Last night you slept in a goose-feather bed, but the goose-feather bed and the new wedded lord are inseparable only in ballads. Would you rather wed with the feathers or bed with the goose? I mean the gambler. Or would you make shift with the lord in the cold open field?
Well, you wouldn't be stranded in a cold open field if I hadn't been so idiotic in suggesting we come here.
No. And if I hadn't refused Helen's 10 villas on the Riviera. Hooray! Somebody's throttled the hound. Oh, that's a step in the right direction.
But why didn't you
Cheer up.
know,
The
Mrs.
night is
Ruddle?
yet young. We may even find a goose-feather bed in the village pub.
Listen, it sounds to me as though Bunter has picked up a girlfriend.
Ladies neither. Now then, who are you and what do you want? Huh. Film actors by the look of you, judging by his eyeglass and the lady's furs, and no better than you should be, I'll be bound.
We're very sorry to have disturbed you, Mrs.
Ruddle is my name,
Ruddle.
Mrs. Ruddle, and a respectable married woman with a grown son of her own. Now then, Mr. Noakes is over at Broxford, and you can't get nothing out of me, for it ain't no business of mine except that I obliges him in the cleaning way.
Ruddle. I know the name, and I think I remember your face. I'm Dr. Vane's daughter, that used to live at Great Pagford. Don't you remember him?
Lord, now, to think of that. Dr. Vane's daughter, Harriet.
Yes.
Oh, well, now I've come to look at you. You have got a look of him. And how are you, miss, after all this time? We did hear as how you'd been in trouble with the police. Oh, but as I said to my son, Bert, you can't believe the stuff they put in them papers.
Well, it was quite true, Mrs. Ruddle, but they'd got hold of the wrong person.
Oh, just like them. There's that Constable Joe Sellen tried to make out as my Bert had been stealing Aggie Twitterton's ends. Ends, I said? You'll be making out next as he took that there pocketbook of Mr. Noakes is what he made all the fuss about. Call yourself a policeman, I says. I'd make a better policeman than you any day, Joe Sellen. That's what I says to him.
Mrs. Ruddle, if we might proceed.
Oh, well, I'm sure I'm very pleased to see you, miss, looking so well. But if you and the gentleman was wanting Mr. Noakes...
Well, we did want him, but I expect you can help us. This is my husband, and we've bought the house, and we arranged with Mr. Noakes to come here for our honeymoon.
Oh, you don't say. Oh, well, I'm sure I congratulate you, miss. Ma'am.
Thank you.
And sir.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Honeymoon. Well, there. Well, it won't take me a minute to put on clean sheets, which is all line-aired and ready at the cottage, so if you'll let me have the keys...
But we do not have the keys, Mrs. Ruddle.
That's just the trouble. Mr. Noakes said he'd make all the preparations and be here to let us in.
Oh, well, he never told me nothing about it. Off to Broxford he was by the 10 o'clock bus Wednesday night.
But if you do his cleaning, haven't you got a key to the house?
No, I have not. You don't catch him giving me no keys. Afraid I'll pinch something, I suppose. Many's the time I've said to Bert, supposing the house was to go on fire with him away and no keys nearer than Pagford.
Pagford? I thought you said he was at Broxford.
So he is. Sleeps over his wireless business. Oh, but you'd have a job to get him, I reckon, him being a bit deaf and the bell ringing into the shop. Your best way will be to run over to Pagford and get them from Aggie Twitterton. That's his niece. She's got a key to the house. Oh, excuse me, ma'am, but what might your married name be?
Lady Peter Wimsey.
Oh, I never. Oh, that's what he said. But I didn't pay no heed to him. There's some of them commercial fellows would say anything, wouldn't they, sir?
I beg your pardon?
We all have to pay heed to Bunter. He's the only really reliable person in the party. Now, Mrs. Ruddle, we'll run over and get the keys from Miss Twitterton and be back in 20 minutes. Bunter, you'd better stay here and give Mrs. Ruddle a hand with things.
Very good, my lord.
Is there room to turn round, do you think?
No, my lord. I fancy there is not room to turn. I will open the gate for your lordship.
It really is a great shame to knock you up at this time of night, Miss Twitterton.
It's only 10:15, and nothing, of course, to you. But you know we keep early hours in the country. I have to be up at 5 to feed my hens, so I'm rather an early bird myself. Except on choir practice nights, of course.
We're dreadfully sorry to disturb you. If you could just let us have the keys.
The keys, yes, of course. Oh, so dreadful for you not being able to get in. What Uncle William can have been thinking of, I don't know. He never goes away as a rule without telling me. And as for selling the house without letting me know, well, I don't know what to think. And on your honeymoon, too. Oh, you will take a little bit of cake and a glass of homemade wine?
Oh, really, we mustn't trouble you.
I'm sure you'll feel better for a little refreshment. My parsnip wine is really extra good this year.
Oh, that's very good of you. May I pour out a glass for yourself, Miss Twitterton?
Well, it's rather late at night, but I really ought to drink to your wedded happiness, oughtn't I?
Splendid.
Not too much, Lord Peter, please. The dear vicar says my parsnip wine is not nearly so innocent as it looks. The keys. Now, let me see. Yes, here they are. The big one is the back door, but you'll find that bolted. Mm-hmm. The little one is the front door. Oh, perhaps, after all, I ought to come over and show you.
No, not a bit of it, Mr. Twitterton. Thank you ever so much. Good night, and many apologies.
Oh, I must apologise for Uncle. I really cannot understand him treating you in this cavalier way. I do hope you'll find everything all right. Mrs. Ruddle is not very intelligent. Still, I'm sure you'll manage.
Oh, I'm sure we shall. And thank you for the parsnip wine.
Yes, it was unforgettable. Goodbye. And this, I presume, is the sitting room.
Yes.
I'm not entirely convinced by the crimson armchairs, but the electric blue plush Chesterfield is most fetching. Where's Mrs. Ruddle?
Gone to clear out the kitchen. Mr. Noakes thoughtfully left his dirty supper dishes behind when he rushed off to Broxford. Oh, Peter, I do wish you could have seen the place before Noakes filled it up with wax fruit and bamboo whatnots and aspidistras.
Never blaspheme the aspidistra. It's very unlucky. Oh, my God. Look at that bristling horror suspended over the wireless set.
Some people would pay pounds for a fine cactus like that.
And they must have very little imagination. It's not a plant, it's a morbid growth. Oh. Something lingering happening to your kidneys.
How long did we hire this grisly furniture for?
A month, but we might get rid of it sooner. It's a damn shame spoiling this noble old house with this muck.
I've taken the luggage upstairs, my lord.
Oh, thank you, Bunter. I'm afraid this is making rather a lot of work for you.
It's damn chilly in this house. Any chance of getting a fire going, Bunter?
Most of the chimneys appear to be blocked, my lord.
Chimneys? Oh, they ain't been swept in my memory, and I've lived in that cottage alongside of here 11 years come next Christmas quarter day.
Then it is time that they were, Mrs. Ruddle. Send for the suite tomorrow, Bunter.
Very good, my lord.
Oh, I ain't sure there's a mite of coal in the place. I mean, Mr. Noakes, he hadn't no fires this long time. Said these great chimneys ate up too much of the heat. Oil stoves, that's what Mr. Noakes had.
Very well, Bunter. Heat up some of the turtle soup in an oil stove, and give us the foie gras, the quails in aspic, and a bottle of hock in the kitchen.
Certainly, my lord.
Then get yourself some grub. We'll do our own waiting.
Very well, my lord. Thank you.
And now we want a wash. Did I see a kettle in the kitchen, Mrs. Ruddle?
Yes, my lady, a beautiful kettle as hot as hot. Now, I'll run and change these sheets and run a duster over the bedroom and see if I can find a few candles for around the place.
Oh, is there no electricity, Mrs. Ruddle? I thought it was switched off.
Oh, dear me, no. Mr. Noakes don't hold with the electric. Candles, that's what he always uses. It's more economical, I suppose.
Peter? Peter!
Heart's desire.
Somebody's frying bacon.
Nonsense, people don't fry bacon at dawn.
Dawn. That was 8 by the church clock.
Busy old fool, unruly son. You're quite right about the bacon. The smell's coming up quite distinctly. It's through the window, I think. This calls for an investigation. I say, what a gorgeous morning. Are you hungry?
Ravenous.
Unromantic, but reassuring. As a matter of fact, I could do with a large breakfast myself. After all, I work hard for my living. I'll give Bunter a hail.
God's sake, put some clothes on. If Mrs. Ruddle sees you hanging out of the window like that, she'll have 1,000 fits.
It'll be a treat for her. Nothing so desirable as novelty. I expect old man Ruddle went to bed in his boots. Bunter! Damn it, there is the Ruddle woman.
Oh! Oh, my God! It's you, my lord.
Stop laughing, Harriet, and chuck me my dressing gown. Good morning, Mrs. Ruddle. Tell Bunter we're ready for breakfast, would you?
Yes. Right you are, my lord. What a mother.
That'll give us something to talk about.
I think talking might be Mrs. Ruddle's strong point. Shall we keep her on, Peter?
I don't see why not. She seems willing enough. Though I fear it may be a sore trial of patience for poor Bunter. But he'll cope. Bunter always copes.
All that's the matter with this chimney, Mr. Bunter, is soot. So we had inferred, Mr. Puffet. No chimney can't draw when a pot's full of corroded soot like this here chimney pot is. You can't ask it, 'tain't reasonable. I don't ask it. I ask you to get it clear, that's all.
Oh, you've got the sweep, Bunter. That's splendid. We thought we heard something going on.
Yes, my lady, Mr. Puffet has been good enough to oblige, but I understand that he's encountered some impenetrable obstacle in the upper portion of the chimney.
How kind of you to come, Mr. Puffet. We had a dreadful time last night.
Oh, well, my lady, I'm always willing to oblige. Not but what you'll allow as a chimney what's choked like this chimney is ain't fair to a man nor his rods.
I'm sure you'll manage it somehow, Mr. Puffet. Peter! Peter, darling! The sweep's here!
Oh, frabjous day. I am coming, my own, my sweep. What a genius you have for saying the right thing, Harriet. All my life I have waited to hear those exquisite words. Peter, darling, the sweep is here. We are married, by God, we are married. I thought so once, but now I know it. Where is the sweep?
The pair of boots projecting from the fireplace is currently all that is to be seen of him.
He hasn't got stuck, has he?
No, it's the power he's putting behind it. There's corroded soot in the pot or something, which makes it very hard work.
Ah, the sweep emerges.
Puffet is the name. You'll be his lordship, I take it. Hope I sees you well, sir.
Thank you. We are in the pink. But this chimney seems to be a little unwell. Shortness of wind or something?
Oh, there ain't no call to abuse the chimney. The fault's in the pot.
Ah, I follow you. Even a Tudor chimney winds somewhere safe to pot.
No, that's just it. If we had the Tudor pot now, we'd be all right. But Mr. Noakes, now, he took out some of them Tudor pots and sold them to make sundials.
Sold them to make sundials?
Ah, that's right, my lady. Catchpenny, I calls it. That's him all over. And these here fiddling modern pots what he's put on, well, ain't no good for a chimney the height and width of this one.
Lord Peter, I do hope I'm not disturbing you.
Oh, not at all, Miss Twitterton.
I felt I must run over and see how you were getting on.
Was nice of you to come. Won't you sit down?
Oh, thank you. Lord Peter, I couldn't help being anxious. I do hope you've passed a comfortable night.
Thank you. Parts of it were excellent.
I always think the bed is the important thing. Where can Uncle be? I'm sure if I'd known... Oh, look, there's Frank Crutchley outside. I'm so glad Uncle may have said something to him. Frank comes every Wednesday to do the garden, you know. A most superior young man. I'm sure he could help us. Shall I call him in?
Oh, yes, do have him in.
Frank? Frank? Whatever can have happened? We
You better come in, Crutchley.
Right, sir.
Now, Frank would run over to Broxford, I'm sure, and find out what's happened to Uncle. Frank could get a car from the garage. He drives for Mr. Hancock at Pagford, you know. I'm sure you won't mind my mentioning it, but if you've bought the house and want someone to do the garden...
He's kept it awfully well. I thought it looked lovely.
Well, I'm so glad you think so. He works so hard and he's so anxious to get on.
Come in, Crutchley.
Thank you, sir.
This comes a little unexpected, what?
Well, yes, sir. I see there's trouble with the chimney, too.
It ain't the chimney. I told you that before.
I can't make it out, Frank. Nobody here last night to let anybody in, and Mrs. Ruddle knew nothing, and...
Yeah, well, let's start from the right end, shall we? Mr. Noakes was here last Wednesday and went off the same night to catch the 10 o'clock bus to Broxford. That was nothing unusual, I gather, but he expected to be back to deal with the matter of our arrival, and you, in fact, expected to find him here today.
That's right, sir.
Is he usually here when you come on Wednesdays?
Well, that depends, sir. Not always.
Oh, Frank, it's Lord Peter Wimsey. You ought to say my lord.
No, never mind that now.
Some days he's here, some not. If he ain't, I gets the key from Miss Twitterton to come in and wind the clock and see to the pot plants. I did reckon to see him this morning because I had particular business with him.
Did he actually tell you he'd be here?
Yes, my lord. Leastways, he said as he'd let me have back some money I'd put into that business of his. Promised it back today.
Oh, Frank, you've been worrying Uncle again. I told you you're just being silly about your money. I know it's quite safe with Uncle.
He said he'd let you have it back this morning. May I ask whether it was any considerable sum?
Matter of £40. As he got me to put into his wireless business.
You see, Lord Peter, Frank's been saving up a long time to start his own garage.
So, wanting the money for the garage, I said, I'll see my money Wednesday, I said, or I'll have the law on you. That's what I said. I went out sharp. I ain't seen him since.
I see. Well, we'll run over to Broxford presently and hunt the gentleman up. In the meantime, we shall want the garden kept in order, so perhaps you'd better carry on as usual.
Ah, very good, my lord. Shall I come Wednesday, same as before? 5 shillings Mr. Noakes gives me by the day.
I'll give you the same.
Oh, look, Reverend Goodacre's at the gate. Perhaps he may know something.
Ah, this is magnificent. I collect vicars. And this is a very well-grown specimen, 6'4" or thereabouts. Short-sighted, smokes a pipe. Oxford, I fancy. About 1890 vintage.
And so you have bought the house, Lord Peter. Dear me, Miss Twitterton, I hope your uncle is not deserting us.
But you don't understand, Mr. Goodacre. It's too dreadful. Uncle never let me know, not a word. He's gone out to Broxford or somewhere and left the house like this. Everything's at 6s and 7s. Mr. Puffett can't get the chimney unlocked.
It's corroded that hard. Good day to you, Vicar. It's corroded that hard. You can't get the rods through.
Mind your back, Vicar.
What a terrible muddle. Oh, and no, Frank, do be careful where you're going with those step ladders.
I've got to wind the clock and water the plants and the hanging baskets. It can't be done without step ladders. So don't you start complaining, Aggie Twitterton.
This is most trying, most trying. I'm so sorry. If there is anything my wife and I can do, Lady Peter, I do hope you will not hesitate to make use of us.
It's awfully good of you, Mr. Goodacre, but really, we're quite all right.
Soot. Corroded soot. Due to neglect, of course.
Soot? Why, Tom, you do seem to be having a little trouble with Mr. Noakes's, well, I should say Lord Peter's chimney. What's the matter with it?
Something catastrophic, I gather.
Oh, it's nothing like that. Just soot and neglect.
Oh, that's bad. As a friend of mine had sad trouble with corroded soot. But I was able to assist him with an old-fashioned remedy. I wonder now, does Mrs. Ruddle's son, Bert, still have that old shotgun? The one he uses for scaring the birds? Because if so, I believe I can be of some assistance to you, Mr. Puffett.
I say, a splendid museum piece, Padre. Waterloo year, I fancy.
There's nothing like one of these old duck guns discharged up the chimney for clearing corroded soot.
I don't hold with that, Vicar. It ain't a remedy as I should care to apply. If the rods don't do it, then it's ladders you want, not high explosive.
High explosive? Oh, Mr. Goodacre, are you sure it's quite safe? I'm always very nervous about guns in the house.
I don't hold with it, Vicar. I don't hold with it.
Oh, don't desert us, Mr. Puffett. One can't hurt Mr. Goodacre's feelings.
Have a heart, Puffett.
Well, anything to oblige. Don't say I didn't warn you, my lord.
Well, stand well back, everyone.
Oh, my goodness. Frank, hadn't you better go and help Mr. Goodacre?
No, thank you very much.
It won't bring the chimney down, will it?
Trust me, there'll be no ill effect. It's simply a question of getting the correct angle, but ensuring that the sheets afford as much protection as possible to the room.
You're a better man than I am, Gunga Din.
Oh, Frank, I know I shall scream at the noise.
Now, are we all ready? And...
Oh, my goodness. Oh, heaven preserve us. Frank,
Oh, rapture, bountiful Jehovah!
Oh, there, don't you say I didn't warn you. A pretty mess your sitting room's in now, no mistake.
Where's the vicar? Oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh, I'm sure the vicar's been killed.
Calm down, Anne.
Are you all right, Mr. Badacre?
Yes. No need to fuss. I'm all right.
Oh, good.
Oh, trifle dirty, perhaps, but no bones broken. I trust the ladies were not unduly alarmed by the explosion.
No.
It appears to have been effective.
Remarkably so. Surprising the things you find in old chimneys.
No dead bodies, I trust.
Only ornithological specimens, I fancy. Or dead bats, perhaps. And 8 feet or so of an ancient chain, as formerly worn by the mayors of Paglum.
Ah, an old pot chain, very likely.
That's what it'll be. Hung up there on them ledges as like as not. It belongs to one of the roasting jacks they used to use in the old days. I will say, as you can see the sky if you look for it. Which is more than you could this morning.
Excuse me, my lord. There is an individual at the door inquiring for Mr. Noakes. I've informed him that he's not here, but he refuses to take my word for it.
What sort of an individual, Bunter?
A financial individual, my lord, to judge by his appearance.
Name of Moses?
The name of McBride, my lord.
A distinction without a difference. Well, Bunter, I suppose I should see this financial Scotsman. Show him in. Nothing delights me more than minding other people's business.
Very good, my lord. Judging by his accent, my lord, I would venture to think that the individual in question comes from Whitechapel rather than Scotland. If you would go through, sir.
Ah, Mr. McBride. You didn't send in your card, I fancy.
Well, you see, my business is with Mr. Noakes, personal and confidential.
Well, I'm afraid you've had your journey for nothing. Mr. Noakes ain't here. I only wish he was. But you'll probably find him over at Broxford.
Oh, no, that won't work. Not a bit of it. I've been over to Broxford and they said I should find him here.
Did they indeed? That's right, Crutchley. Sweep up the mess and get the papers here, would you? There's a good chap.
Yes, sir.
Said he was here, did they? Then they were mistaken. He is not here and we don't know where he is. I'm sorry about this dust.
Yes, we've had a slight domestic accident with some soot.
Oh, where can he be if he's not over at Broxford? It's most worrying.
Well, now, this is Mr. Noakes' niece, Miss Twitterton. Perhaps you can state your business to her.
Sorry, nothing doing. It's no good trying to put me off because I know all the dodges.
Young man, you'd better keep a civil tongue in your head. You do not suppose that his lordship would tell you an untruth.
That's what you think, Vicar. There's nobody like the British aristocracy to tell you a good stiff lie without batting an eyelid. His lordship's face would be a fortune to him in a witness box.
Where it is not unknown.
So you see, that cock won't fight.
Mr. McBride, who do you represent?
MacDonald and Abrahams, Bedford Row.
Ah, yes, that clannish old North British firm. Solicitors, I thought so. Well, you see, Mr. McBride, you won't find Mr. Noakes in my house.
Your house?
My house. I have just purchased this house from Mr. Noakes.
Bought the house, eh? Paid for it.
Oh, really?
Naturally, I have paid for it.
Skipped by thunder.
Skipped? What do you mean by that?
Skipped? It's easy of you to say skipped. What about my £40?
Ah, you're another of them, are you? £40, eh? See this? That's a writ, that is. Little matter of £900. It's been running 5 years. My clients can't wait forever, you know.
900?
£900?
Capital and interest.
Oh, it's my uncle's business. There must be some mistake.
Your uncle's business, miss, hasn't got a leg to stand on. Your uncle's broke. That's what he is. Broke.
Giving me the slip, the swindling old devil.
Now, steady, Crutchley. Think of Miss Twitterton.
Excuse me, my lord. I'm afraid we have found Mr. Noakes.
Afraid you found him? For God's sake, Bunter. Don't say you found...
Yes, sir. In the cellar.
He's dead. Uncle's dead.
Oh, no, they can't mean that.
Oh, no, impossible.
I am very much afraid so, sir.
What's happened?
I knew it. I knew something terrible had happened. Uncle's dead and all the money's gone.
Here, let's have a look. Down in the cellar, you said.
Wait a minute. Better not touch anything.
Perhaps we may be able to assist him.
Dead some days from the looks of him.
Has he got the money on him?
Oh, but how did it happen, dear man? Did he fall down the stairs in a fit?
Cut his throat, more likely.
It isn't suicide.
Oh, dear. Oh, my God.
Oh, Mrs. Rattle, what on earth's the matter?
Lying there in the cellar, his head all bashed in. Something shocking. Oh, no.
Bunter, are you trying to tell us that this is murder?
I couldn't say, my lord. But it looks most unpleasantly like it.
In that episode of Busman's Honeymoon, the parts were played as follows. Lord Peter Wimsey, Ian Carmichael, Lady Peter Wimsey, Sarah Badel, Bunter, Peter Jones. Miss Twitterton, Rosemary Leach, Mrs. Ruddle, Pearl Hackney, Mr. Puffett, Michael Ripper, the Reverend Goodacre, Gerald Sim, Frank Crutchley, Kenneth Cranham, McBride, Roger Lloyd Pack, narrator, John Westbrook. Busman's Honeymoon was adapted by Alistair Beaton from the book by Dorothy L. Sayers and was produced by Martin Fisher. We present Ian Carmichael as Lord Peter Wimsey in Busman's Honeymoon by Dorothy L. Sayers, adapted for radio by Alistair Beaton, with Sarah Badel as Lady Peter Wimsey, Peter Jones as Bunter, and special guest Peter Vaughan as Superintendent Kirk. Episode 2, Credit Where Credit's Due.
A gaunt, chilly and unmodernized farmhouse is not everyone's idea of the perfect honeymoon home. Yet while Lord Peter Wimsey and his bride might justly be rebuked for leaving the purchase of the house until the very last moment, it was scarcely their fault that Mr. Noakes, the previous owner, should be found dead in the cellar on their first full day of wedded bliss. The discovery of a body in a cellar is liable to cause some degree of consternation, and this particular body was no exception to the rule. Yet, while the dead man's niece, Miss Twitterton, seemed genuinely overcome at the news of his death, others who knew him seemed more surprised than grief-stricken. The Reverend Simon Goodacre viewed the idea of murder with a sense of shock appropriate to his profession. Frank Crutchley, the gardener, seemed chiefly concerned with the sum of money owed to him by the deceased. Mr. Puffett, the sweep, missed no opportunity of offering up a few moral homilies on the sad event. And Mrs. Ruddle, cook, cleaner and housekeeper to Mr. Noakes, certainly saw in it the opportunity of revelling in a brand of malicious gossip at which she was particularly adept. The loss was perhaps most keenly felt by one Mr. McBride, a forceful young solicitor representing some of Mr. Noakes's many creditors. But for Lord Peter and his wife, the intrusion of a dead body into their life together was to prove a test of their marriage bond before it was even 24 hours old.
Oh, Peter, I thought you were still downstairs. What's happening?
Young Sellen's telephoned from the post office, and the super's coming over from Broxford with the police surgeon. So I came up to put on a collar and tie.
How completely silly and charming. Someone has died in our house, so we put on a collar and tie. What kind of a tie will it be? Black, dull purple, or an unobtrusive spot?
A regimental, I think.
Of course, purely non-committal. And I thought we came here for a quiet honeymoon.
Yes, damnable, ain't it? Back to the old grind. Rigor mortis, and who saw him last? Blood prints, fingerprints, footprints, information received, and it is my duty to warn you. Oh, Kelsey. Mon Dieu, Kelsey. Harriet, this business ain't worrying you too much, is it?
No.
Well, one thing is nothing to do with us. That is, he wasn't killed for the money we paid for the house. He had it all in his pockets, in notes.
Good heavens.
Well, there's not much doubt that he meant to make a bolt for it when somebody intervened. I can't say that I feel any strong personal regret, do you?
Far from it. Only...
It is worrying you. Blast.
Not really. Only when I think about him lying down there in the cellar all the time. I know it's perfectly idiotic of me, but I can't help wishing we hadn't slept in his bed.
Yes, I was afraid you might feel like that. And yet you know that bed must be pretty nearly as old as the house. It could tell a good many tales of births and deaths and bridal nights. One can't escape from these things. Except by living in a brand new villa and buying one's furniture in the Tottenham Court Road.
I know that. You're absolutely right. I won't think about it that way anymore.
We shall have to stick around till after the inquest, I'm afraid, but we could easily get put up somewhere else. There's probably a decent inn at Pagford or Broxford.
No, I don't care about that. I think I'd rather stay here.
Are you sure?
Yes. It's our house, and I'm not going to let you think there's any difference between your feelings and mine.
My dear, I'm not proposing to make staying here a test of your affections. Not love, quoth he, but vanity sets love a task like that.
Don't say another word about it. We're going to stay here and exorcise the ghosts. I'd rather.
Well, Superintendent, all ready for the 3rd degree?
Oh, it ain't likely to come to that, my lord. You and your lady had something better to do last week than committing murders, I'll be bound. That's right, Joe. Come along in. Let's see what you can do with a bit of shorthand.
I'll do my best, sir.
I'm sending my sergeant over to Broxford to pick up what he can there, so Constable Salon can give me a bit of a hand with statements. I'd like to use the sitting room here, my lady, if it's not inconvenient.
Not at all.
I fancy you'll find this chair about up to your weight, Superintendent.
And it's nice and imposing.
That's old Noakes's chair, that was.
So Galahad will sit down in Merlin's seat,
Alfred Lord Tennyson.
Oh, got it in one. I say, you're a bit of a student, aren't you, Superintendent?
I like to do a bit of reading in my off-duty. It mellows the mind. I often think as the routine of police duty may tend to narrow a man and make him a bit hard, if you take my meaning. And when I find that happening, I say to myself, what you need, Sam Kirk, is contact with a great mind or so after supper. Well, I suppose we'll have to get down to business. About this money we found on the body. What did you say you paid him for the house?
$650 altogether. 50 at the beginning of the negotiations and 600 a quarter day.
Well, that accounts for the 600 he had in his pocket. He could just about have cashed it the day he was put away.
Noakes must have had the money in his pocket when he told Frank Crutchley he'd no money to pay him his £40.
Crutchley? He did a bit of gardening for Mr. Noakes, didn't he?
That's right, sir. Wednesdays he used to come.
He says he lent old Noakes £40 and never got it back.
I don't believe that, my lady. He was a proper old dodger, was Mr. Noakes. A regular, artful dodger.
Charles Dickens.
That's right. There's an author who knew a bit about crooks, didn't he?
Is the doctor quite certain that there's no chance of it being a suicide?
Not a chance of it, but we'll come to that later. About the doors now, you're sure they were both locked when you arrived?
Yeah, absolutely. The front door we opened ourselves with the latch key, and the back, well, let me see.
Bunter opened that, I think.
Yes, well, we better have Bunter in here. He'll know. Bunter never forgets anything. Now, Bunter, Superintendent Kirk wants to know, was the back door locked when we arrived last night?
Locked and bolted, my lord, top and bottom.
Did you notice anything funny about the place?
Apart from the absence of those conveniences that we were led to expect, such as lamps and coal and food, and the key of the house, and the beds made up and the chimneys swept, and allowing further for the soiled crockery in the kitchen and the presence of Mr. Noakes's personal impedimenta in the bedroom, no, my lord. The house presented no anomalies or incongruities of any kind that I was able to observe, except,
Yes?
I attached no significance to it at the time, but there were 2 candlesticks in this room upon the sideboard. Both candles were burnt down to the socket, burnt out.
So they were. I remember seeing you clean out the wax with a penknife. Night's candles are burnt out, what?
Eh? Night's candles. Romeo and Juliet. Burnt out, yes. It must have been a light when he was killed, and after dark, that means.
He died by candlelight. Sounds like a title of a highbrow thriller. One of yours, Harriet.
I hardly think so.
October 2nd. Sun will be setting about 5:30. No, summertime. Say 6:30. I don't know as that gets as much further. You didn't see nothing lying about as might have been used for a weapon? No mallet or bludgeon, eh?
There was nothing of that description. Nothing beyond the customary household utensils in their appropriate situations.
Have we any idea what kind of a jolly old blunt instrument we're looking for? How big? What shape?
Pretty heavy, my lord, that's all I can say, with a smooth blunt head, meaning the skull was cracked like an eggshell, but the skin hardly broken, so there's no blood to help us. And the worst of it is, we don't know where it all happened. You see, the doctor says... here, Joe, where's the letter he wrote out for me to send to the coroner? Read it out to his lordship. Maybe he'll be able to make it out, seeing as he's had a bit of experience and more education than you and me.
Right. Here it is.
If I'm no longer required here, my lord, there is still a considerable amount of work.
Yes, of course, Butler, of course. Thank you.
Thank you, my lord.
Dear sir, it is my duty to notify...
Not there, Joe. Where it begins about deceased.
I may state as a result of superficial examination. Is that it, sir?
That's it.
That deceased appears to have been struck with a heavy blunt instrument of some considerable superficies.
Meaning, he said by that, as it wasn't a little fiddling thing like the beak of a hammer.
On the posterior part of the... Can't rightly make this out, sir. Looks to me like onion. That makes sense, all right, only it doesn't sound like doctor's language.
It couldn't be onion, Joe.
Cranium, perhaps. The back of the skull.
That'll be it.
Yes, sir. A little above and behind the left ear, the apparent direction of the blow being from behind downwards. An extensive fracture...
hello. On the left from behind downwards. That looks like another of our old friends.
The left-handed criminal.
Surprising how often you get them in detective fiction.
Might be a backhanded blow.
Oh, not likely. Who goes about swatting people backhanded? Unless the local tennis champion wanted to show off, or a navvy mistook old Noakes for a pile that needed driving.
Another thing, my recollection of Noakes is that he was awfully tall.
Quite right, so he was. 6'4", only he stooped a bit. Call it 6'2" or 3.
You want a pretty tall murderer.
Wouldn't a long-handled weapon do, like a croquet mallet or a golf club?
Yeah, or a cricket bat.
Or a spade, the flat side.
Or a gunstock, possibly even a poker.
Oh, it'd have to be a long, heavy one with a thick knob. Or a lead cot if it was long enough. Not a sandbag, they bend.
A lump of lead in an old stocking would be handy.
Yes, but look here, Peter, anything would do, even a rolling pin, always supposing that...
I have thought of that, He might have been sitting down.
So, it might have been a stone or a paperweight, like that one on the windowsill there.
True. You're quick, you two. Not much you miss, is there? And the lady's as smart as the gentleman.
Well, it's her job. She writes detective stories.
Oh, does she now? I can't say reads a lot of them, though Mrs. Kirk, she likes a good Edgar Wallace now and again. Here, Joe, hand me that there paperweight, would you? Not that way. Ain't you never heard of fingerprints?
Oh, sorry, sir.
Well, that won't take fingerprints. It's too rough. Edinburgh granite, by the look of it.
Edinburgh Castle, I fancy. It shows no sign of skin or hair or anything.
Look, to go back to the doctor's report, I take it Noakes can't have bashed the back of his own head falling down the steps. He was an oldish man, wasn't he?
65, my lord. Sound as a bell, though, eh, Joe?
That's a fact, sir. Boasted of it, he did.
Ain't never safe to boast. Still, he wasn't killed falling down the stairs, because there's a bruise on his forehead where he went down and hit the bottom step.
Then he was alive when he fell.
Yes, that's what I was leading up to.
I'm sorry.
But there again, that don't prove nothing, because seemingly he didn't die straight off. What it comes to is this. Somebody hit him and bust his skull, and he'd likely tumble down and lose consciousness. Concussed, as you might say. Now, after a bit, he'd come to, like as not, but he'd never know what hit him.
No, he would. There'd be complete forgetfulness of everything immediately preceding the blow, and he might even pick himself up and feel all right for some time.
Except for a sore head, but generally speaking, that's correct, according to the doctor. He might well walk about and do quite a bit for himself.
Such as locking the door behind the murderer?
Exactly, that's the trouble.
And then he'd get giddy or drowsy, wouldn't he? He'd wander off to get a drink or call for help and pitch down the cellar steps and die there. The cellar door was standing open when we arrived.
How long did he live after he was hit?
Doctor says from half an hour to 1 hour, judging by the something or other.
Hemorrhage? Give me the letter, Joe. Hemorrhagic effusion into the cortex. That's a good one.
Bleeding in the brain. Good Lord, he had plenty of time. He may have been coshed outside the house altogether.
But when do you suppose it all happened?
That's what we've got to find out. Sometime last Wednesday night, putting what the doctor says with the rest of the evidence, after dark, if them candles are anything to go by. And that means, we better have this chap Crutchley in.
Well, look, shall my wife and I make ourselves scarce while you...
That's as you like, my lord. I'd be glad enough if you'd stay. You might give me a bit of help, seeing as you know the ropes, so to speak.
All right, I'll do my best. No objection to smoking in court, I take it? Oh, where the devil did I put the matches?
Here you are, my lord. Allow me.
Yeah, thank you. Hello. You're left-handed, Constable.
For some things, my lord. Not for writing.
Only for striking matches and handling Edinburgh rock.
Left-handed? Why, so you are, Joe. I hope you ain't this tall left-handed murderer what we're looking out for.
No, sir.
A pretty thing that'd be. We shouldn't never hear the last of that. Now, Joe, you hop out and get Frank Crutchley.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's all right, Superintendent. I'll tell him. I want to see whether the sweep started on the kitchen chimney yet.
Oh, thank you, my lady. That's very kind.
Ah, Mrs. Riddle.
Oh, Lord, my lady. Oh, you did give me a turn.
You want to cut the bread thinner, Mrs. Ruddle?
Oh, yes, my lady.
Oh, hasn't Puffet started on the chimney in here yet?
I told him as he had to wait, my lady, seeing as I had to do work in the kitchen.
Oh, I see. Well, don't keep him waiting too long, will you?
No, my lady. Of course, Mr. Puffet likes to make out he's somebody ordering me about in my kitchen just like I was a servant or something.
Oh, I'm sure Mr. Puffet wouldn't mean to upset you.
Just like that Joe Sellon starts asking me questions, he does, the cheek of it. No, I says, when a proper policeman comes, he can ask all the questions he likes, but don't you think you can go ordering me about, I says.
I dare say the superintendent will want to ask you some questions, Mrs. Ruddle.
Well, that's fine enough, but I'm not going to start answering questions of that young Sellon. Call yourself the law, I says. If you're the law, I says, I don't think much of it, so he said...
They're just taking Mr. Noakes away. Oh, my lady, shall I be getting on with the kitchen chimney?
Oh, yes, please, Mr. Puffet. Just as soon as...
Just as soon as I've made them sandwiches, if you don't mind, Mr. Puffet.
The sitting-room chimney's drawn beautiful now, ain't she? I always said there was nothing the matter with that flue. It's a good thing Mr. Noakes ain't alive to see all that heap of coal in the grate. There's a fire in there that does credit Eddie chimney.
You've done a marvellous job, Mr. Puffet. We're very grateful to you.
Oh, have you seen Frank Crutchley? He promised to give me some help with me rods.
He's in with Superintendent Kirk, Mr. Puffet.
Oh, is he now?
Yes, I expect the police will want to ask everyone a few questions.
Oh, I've got no objections to answering questions of a superintendent. He'll be glad enough to hear what I has to tell him.
Well, if I'm going to get this chimney swept today, my lady...
Ah, right, Mr. Puffet. Are those sandwiches ready yet, Mrs. Ruddle?
There. Finished. And the bread sliced as thin as ever you could want it, my lady.
That's fine. And now, Mrs. Ruddle, you and I shall see if we can bring a little order to the upstairs rooms.
Oh, if you say so, my lady.
That's right, Mr. Kirk. 1 day a week I comes in and does the garden. 5 shillings a day. Saving up I was, to get a garage of my own. Only for that there £40 Mr. Noakes had off me.
Never mind that now, Crutchley. That's gone west, that has. There's no use crying over spilt milk. You still taking everything down, Joe?
Yes, just about everything, sir.
But he promised to let me have it, he did.
He ought to have been a smarter and got it out of him last week.
He hadn't got it then.
Oh, hadn't he, though?
Cripes, you don't mean to tell me...
Yes, Crutchley. I'm afraid he had the money on him all the time.
Mean to say if he hadn't been killed, I might have had me money.
If you could have got him before the other creditors. Mr. McBride seemed very determined to recover his client's money.
God, I'd like to...
Now, listen, my lad, we're sorry about your money, but it's up to you to give us a hand, see?
Yes. All right. But I been done. That's a fact. All right. What do you want to know?
Well, first of all, when did you last see Mr. Noakes?
Wednesday evening. I finished up my work just before 6 and came in here to water the pot plants. And when I'd done them, he gave me my 5 bob, same as usual. And that's when I started asking him for my 40 quid.
Where was that, in here?
No, in the kitchen. He always sat in there. I come out here with the steps in my hand.
Steps? Why the steps?
Why, for watering the hanging cactus over there and for the clock. I wind the clock every week. It's an 8-day. I can't reach either of them without the steps.
Was he alone in the kitchen when you went out?
Yes, I was off then. He followed me down the passage, talking about giving me the money first thing in the morning. Then I heard him lock and bolt the door behind me.
Which door was that?
The back door. He mostly used that. The front door was always kept locked.
Ah, is that a spring lock?
No, mortise lock.
So that means the front door could only be opened with a key from inside or out?
That's right. Well, I should have thought you'd have seen that for yourself, if you looked.
Was the front door key ever left in the lock?
No, he kept it on his bunch. It ain't a big one.
It certainly wasn't in the lock last night. We got in that way with Miss Twitterton's key, and the lock was perfectly free.
Oh, that's important, that is. Make sure you got that down now, Joe.
Yes, Mr. Kirk.
Well, now, to get back to the time you left the house last Wednesday night, Crutchley. What time?
Dunno. Must have been getting on for 20 past, I reckon. Anyway, it was 10 past when I wound that there clock, and it keeps good time.
We'll take it then that you left here sometime after 6:10. What did you do next?
Went straight to choir practice. See you.
Choir practice, eh? Ought to be easy enough to check up on that. What time's practice?
6:30. I was in good time. You can ask anybody.
Quite so. All this is routine, you know, getting the time straight and so on. You left the house not earlier than 6:10 and not later than, say, 6:25. Now, as a matter of routine, what did you do after that?
Vicar asked me to drive him over to Pagford. He don't like driving himself out of lighting up. Had me supper over at the Pig and Whistle and had a look on at the darts match. Tom Puffett can tell you, he was there. Vicar gave him a lift over.
Did you bring Mr. Goodacre back afterwards?
Yes. 10:30 I got the vicar home, or just after. Then I went back to Pagford on my bike. I got in just on 11 and went to bed.
Where did you sleep? Hancock's garage?
That's right. Along with their other chap, Williams, he'll tell you.
Oh, it seems straight enough. We'll be having a word with Tom Puffett, of course, to verify the details.
You can ask who you likes. I've told you the truth.
So, you left this house at, let's say, 6:20 and didn't come back that night. You left Noakes alone in the house with the back door locked and bolted and the front locked, so far as you know. How about the windows?
Shut and locked them all before I went. Burglar-proof catches, you can see they have. And Mr. Noakes didn't set much store by fresh air.
He seems to have been a careful bird. By the way, Superintendent, did you find the front door key on the body?
Yes, here's his bunch.
I'd just like to compare his keys with the one given to us by Miss Twitterton. Oh, here's the one. Now, let's see. No, nothing there, so far as I can see.
Did you come back here any time during the week, Crutchley?
No, Wednesday's my day. You see, I got time off from Mr. Hancock's garage on Wednesdays, and Sundays, of course, but I wasn't here Sunday. I went to London to see a young lady.
Are you a London man?
No, my lord, but I worked there once. I got friends there.
Now, Crutchley, you can't give us any further information, can't think of anybody who might have come to see Mr. Noakes that night, anybody who might have had a grudge against him.
Well, I might think of plenty of them, but nobody that you might call special.
By the way, Crutchley, do you know anything about a note case Mr. Noakes lost some time ago?
Huh? Well, how do you know about that, my lord? That were 2 years ago.
No, I wasn't born with second sight, Superintendent. Mrs. Badel was eloquent on the subject. What can you tell us about that?
Well, I know he made a hell of a fuss about it, that's all. £10 yet in it, or so he said. If it had lost £40 like
that'll
me...
do. Have we any information about that, Joe?
No, sir. Except it wasn't found. We made out he must have dropped it out of his pocket in the road.
All right, Crutchley. That'll do for the moment. Stay about in case you want it.
It's my day here. I'll be working in the garden if you want me.
Well, it'll be easy enough to check up on his story. We'll have a word with Tom Puffett, Joe. And with that chap Williams at Pagford.
Yes, sir.
But it's my hunch that Crutchley's telling us the truth. There ain't no point in him doing nothing else, is there? He knows we'll check up on his alibi. There's Puffett, of course, but I find it difficult to think that...
Puffett? Puffett's his own best alibi. You've only got to look at him. The man of upright soul and humour placid needs no blunt instrument nor prussic acid. Horace. Wimsey's translation.
Then Puffett's word will be enough to let Crutchley out. Not but what Crutchley mightn't have done it later on. Doctor only says dead about a week. Suppose Crutchley did it next day.
Unless he got back here late somehow and did it, say, after 11.
He might. Only remember Noakes hadn't gone to bed.
How about earlier, say 6 o'clock before he left?
Don't fit in with the candles.
I was forgetting about them. But you know you could light candles at 6 o'clock on purpose to create an alibi.
Oh, I suppose you could, yes.
Yes. If Crutchley did it, then I think it was done before 6 o'clock, because I don't see old Noakes letting Crutchley in after dark. Unless Crutchley did have a key, after all.
What was you looking for in them keys, my lord?
Traces of wax, Constable.
Oh, find anything?
No.
But see here, the way I look at it is this. If Crutchley did it, how did he come to miss all that money? That don't look reasonable to me.
You're quite right. It's the most puzzling thing about the case, whoever committed the murder. Almost looks as though it wasn't done for money. But it's not easy to see any other motive.
That's a funny thing about it.
By the way, Superintendent, if Mr. Noakes had had any money to leave, who would have come in for it?
We got that. Found this bit of a will in that old desk in the kitchen.
Here it is, sir. After payment of my just debts...
Cynical blighter. A fine fat legacy to leave anyone.
All I die possessed of to my niece and sole surviving relative, Agnes Twitterton.
That surprise you, my lord?
Not at all. Why should it?
When the solicitor fellow McBride blew the gaff about Noakes's debts, what did Miss Twitterton say?
Well, she went off the deep end, naturally.
Naturally. Seemed a bit of a blow to her, eh?
Not more than you might expect.
And what did Miss Twitterton say when your man discovered the body?
Well, she shrieked a bit and so on, and went off into hysterics.
Did she say anything in particular besides shrieking?
Well, I didn't notice. Oh, damn it, Superintendent, I don't
Now,
wish...
see here, my lord, I've heard one or two things from these other people.
Then why don't you ask them?
I'm going to. You're a gentleman, my lord, and you've got your feelings. There's nobody who likes the idea of a woman being hanged, but I'm a policeman and I can't afford to indulge in feelings. They're a privilege of the upper classes.
Upper classes be damned.
Now, this solicitor fella, McBride, he's no class at all. If I asked you, you'd tell the truth, but it might hurt you. Now, I can get it out of McBride, and it won't hurt him in the least.
I see. Painless extraction's a speciality.
You might put it that way, my lord. Yes. Mr. McBride, there's just one other thing. Did you happen to notice what sort of effect the discovery of the body had upon the family and friends, so to speak?
Well, they were upset, who wouldn't be?
You remember anything special said?
Oh, I'll get you. Well, now, the gardener chap...
Crutchley.
He went as white as a sheet, he did. And the vicar was badly put about. The niece had hysterics, but she didn't seem as surprised as the rest, did she, my lord?
I can't say that I noticed.
What do you mean by that, McBride?
Well, when the servant came in and said they'd found Mr. Noakes, she yelled out at once, "Oh, Uncle's dead."
Did she now?
That is not quite fair, McBride. Anybody could have told that from Bunter's Manor. I know I could.
Could you? You didn't seem in any hurry to believe it.
Did Miss Twitterton say anything else?
She said, "Uncle's dead and all the money's gone." Just like that. Then she had the Jim Jams. Nothing like LSD for going straight to the heart, is there?
Nothing. You, if I recollect rightly, asked whether they'd found any money on the corpse.
Quite right. Well, he was no relation of mine, you see, was he? Now, Mr. Superintendent, are you going to want me anymore? I've got to get back to town.
That's all right. Have you got his address, Joe?
Yes, sir.
Well, good morning, Mr. McBride. Thanks very much.
My pleasure, I'm sure.
That don't put Aggie Twitterton in too good a light, do it, my lord?
Motive doesn't make a murder, Superintendent.
Maybe not, but if Noakes was killed for what he had to leave, then his niece is a prime suspect.
But Mr. Noakes didn't have any money to leave.
Neither he did, Joe. But Aggie Twitterton didn't know that, did she?
In that episode of Busman's Honeymoon, the parts were played as follows. Lord Peter Wimsey, Ian Carmichael, Lady Peter Wimsey, Sarah Badel, Bunter, Peter Jones, Superintendent Kirk, Peter Vaughan. Mrs. Ruddle, Pearl Hackney, Mr. Puffett, Michael Ripper, Frank Crutchley, Kenneth Cranham, Constable Sellen, Christopher Beanie, McBride, Roger Lloyd Pack, narrator, John Westbrook. Busman's Honeymoon was adapted by Alistair Beaton from the book by Dorothy L. Sayers and was produced by Martin Fisher. We present Ian Carmichael as Lord Peter Wimsey in Busman's Honeymoon by Dorothy L. Sayers, adapted for radio by Alistair Beaton, with Sarah Badel as Lady Peter Wimsey, Peter Jones as Bunter, and special guest Peter Vaughan as Superintendent Kirk. Episode 3, A Policeman's Lot.
The discovery of a murder victim in the cellar of one's honeymoon home is scarcely conducive to the creation of wedded harmony. Yet there is little doubt that both Lord Peter Wimsey and his bride felt a certain fascination in speculating about how the murder was committed. The doctor's evidence suggested the classic blunt instrument much favoured by detective novelists. But there was no blunt instrument in the house which conformed with the medical facts of the case. One thing alone was clear. The murderer was left-handed. That Joe Sellen, the local police constable, was also left-handed seemed not unduly to trouble Superintendent Kirk. He preferred to ponder the information that Aggie Twitterton, the dead man's niece, had stood to benefit under the terms of the will. Miss Twitterton, however, was not the only one with reason to murder the unlamented Mr. Noakes. Frank Crutchley, the gardener, had been cheated out of his savings by Noakes, while the housekeeper, Mrs. Ruddle, harboured resentments against so many people that Noakes could hardly have been an exception. The local sweep, too, an agreeable if garrulous character named Puffet, had been heard to speak bitterly of the dead man's meanness. Even the Reverend Simon Goodacre could not automatically be thought of as beyond all suspicion.
Well, don't just stand there, lad. Give the Reverend a seat.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Thank you, Superintendent. Most kind of you.
Make those notes of yours good and neat now, Joe Sellen.
Yes, sir.
I've been in touch with the undertaker, Superintendent. I'm not acquainted with the official procedure in such cases, but no doubt a coffin will have to be provided.
Oh, certainly.
Ah, yes, thank you. I have referred them to you because I imagine the body is no longer in the house.
It's over at the Crown. The inquest will have to be held there.
Ah, yes, oh dear, the inquest, yes. Thank you. Frank Crutchley spoke to me as I came up the path.
Oh, what did he say?
Well, I think he thinks he might be suspected.
What makes him think that?
Oh, dear me, I fear I'm putting my foot in it. He didn't say he did think it. I only thought he might think it from what he said. But I assure you, Superintendent, that I can confirm his alibi in every particular. He was at choir practice from 6:30 to 7:30, and then he took me over to Pagford for the whist drive and brought me back here at 10:30. So you see...
Well, that's all right, Mr. Goodacre. I've already checked that part of his alibi with Tom Puffet. If an alibi's wanted for them times, Crutchley and Puffet and you are all out of it.
I'm out of it? Oh, bless my soul, Superintendent.
That's only my joke, sir. You needn't note that bit down, Joe.
Oh, yes, right, sir.
Well, now, is there anything I can do to help?
Thank you very much, sir. I don't know as there is. You spent Wednesday night at home, I take it, after 10:30?
Why, of course. My wife and my servant can substantiate my statement, but you scarcely suppose...
We ain't got to supposing things yet, so that comes later. This is all routine. You didn't call here at any time during the last week by any chance?
Oh, no, Mr. Noakes was away.
Oh, you knew he was away, did you, sir?
No. At least I supposed so. Well, that is to say, yes, I called here on Thursday morning, but I got no answer, so I supposed that he was away, as he sometimes was. In fact, I fancy Mrs. Ruddle told me so. Yes, that was it.
Ah, yes. When you came on Thursday, you didn't notice anything funny about the house?
Well, goodness me, no, nothing unusual at all. What would there be to notice?
Well, nothing really, sir. Thanks for your help.
Oh, right. Well, I'll be on my way, yes. Good afternoon, Superintendent. Good afternoon, Joe.
Now, Joe, go and find Lady Peter and ask her if she'd kindly fetch Miss Twitterton down to the sitting room to have a chat with me. There's a few things about that lady's behaviour as I'd like to understand a bit better.
Oh, please, Lady Peter, don't leave me.
Well, Miss Twitterton, that's really up to the superintendent.
That's all right, my lady. I'm sure I don't mind.
Come and sit down over here.
That's right. There's nothing to be alarmed about, Miss Twitterton. Just a few simple questions, and Constable Sellen here will be taking notes. Now, when did you last see Mr. Noakes?
Oh, not for about 10 days. I looked in last Sunday after morning service. Of course, last Sunday week. I come over, you see, to play the organ for the dear vicar.
You have a key for the front door, haven't you?
Oh, yes, and the back door, too. They never leave me. Except last night, of course, when Lord Peter had them.
You haven't ever lent the front door key to anyone?
Oh, dear, no, not anybody. I mean, if Uncle was away and Frank Cratchley wanted to get in on a Wednesday morning, he always came to me, and I went over with him and unlocked the door for him. Uncle was ever so particular.
Is there any chance you might have left the keys lying in a place where they could have been stolen or borrowed?
No, never.
Did Mr. Noakes make a will, did you know?
Oh, yes. I'm sure he made a will. He always said, when I was worried about things, of course, I'm not very well off, he always said, Aggie, I can't help you now because it's all tied up in my business, but it'll come to you after I'm dead. I suppose there won't be anything now.
Doesn't look like it, I'm afraid.
Oh, dear. I'm afraid it looks dreadful to be worrying about money just now, but... Well, I did think I'd have a little from my old age, and times are so hard, and...
Don't worry. I'm sure something will turn up.
Mr. Micawber.
I'd counted on it. Rather specially. Oh, I am so sorry. Please don't pay any attention.
Superintendent, shall you want Miss Twitterton any more? Because I really think...
Well, if Miss Twitterton wouldn't mind telling us, just as a matter of form, you understand, where she was last Wednesday evening.
But Wednesday's always choir practice.
Ah, yes, and I suppose you'd quite naturally pop in on your uncle when that was over?
Oh, no. No, indeed, I didn't. I went home to supper. Wednesday's my busy night, you know.
That's so?
Oh, yes, of course. Because of market on Thursday. Why, I had half a dozen fowls to kill and pluck before I went to bed.
You don't mean to say you killed them yourself?
Oh, yes. It's so much easier than you would think when you're used to it.
That's right. Ring 'em or string 'em up. It's the sharp jerk that does it.
Superintendent, I really don't find...
Yes, you're quite right, my lady. Don't write that last bit down, Joe.
Very good, sir.
Just a little joke. Well, thank you, Miss Twitterton. I think that's all for the moment.
Oh, that's all right, then. It's all over, Miss Twitterton. Come along.
Thank you.
Oh, my lady, would you be so kind as to tell Mrs. Ruddle that she'll be wanted down here shortly? But I'd be grateful if I could have a word with Lord Peter first, if that's not inconvenient.
I'll tell him, Superintendent.
If she was as frank as that about the will, it does rather suggest that she doesn't have anything to hide.
Yeah, she knew about that will all right. A little knowledge is a dangerous thing.
Not knowledge. Learning. A little learning. Alexander Pope.
Is that so? Make a note of that for me, Joe.
Yes, sir. Alexander Pope.
It don't look as though anybody else could have got hold of the keys, but you never know.
Personally, I would prefer not to have a key to a house in which a body had been discovered.
Well, that's true, of course, my lord, but I...
Did you want me, mister?
Yes, close the door, please, Mrs. Ruddle.
That's just what I'm doing, ain't it?
I wanted to fix up a bit more exactly about the time of this murder. Sit down, that's right. Now, Frank Crutchley says he saw Mr. Noakes alive and well on Wednesday evening about 6:20. You'd have gone home by then, I suppose?
Yes, I had. I only cleaned for Mr. Noakes mornings.
Then last night, when you let his lordship in, did you find everything as usual?
That's right. Excepting his dirty supper things on the table where he'd left them. He always had his supper at 7:30 regular. Then he'd sit in the kitchen with the paper till he came in here to the sitting room for the news at 9:30. Oh, very regular he was. Very regular sort of man.
So he'd had his supper, but his bed hadn't been slept in?
No, it hadn't.
Well, that helps us a lot. Now, Mr. Noakes ate his supper at 7:30, so presumably he was alive then. He didn't go to bed, so that gives us... when did he usually go to bed, Mrs. Ruddle, do you know?
11 o'clock. Regular as clockwork. He'd switch off the wireless here and I'd see his candle go upstairs to bed. I can see his bedroom from my back window, plain enough.
Do you recollect his candle going upstairs to bed last Wednesday night, Mrs. Ruddle?
Well, I did not. I was that wore out. I dropped off the moment my head hit the pillow, so I was sound asleep by 11.
Well, it don't really matter, do it, sir, seeing his bed wasn't slept in?
Thank you, Salon. Just confine yourself to taking notes, lad.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Oh, Lord, Mr. Kirk. There now.
Have you thought of something?
Well, I don't know. It didn't come into my head before. Mr. Noakes must have been dead by 9:30.
What makes you think that, Mrs. Ruddle?
Well, his wireless wasn't working.
Oh, what's all this about the wireless?
Why, Mr. Kirk? If Mr. Noakes had been alive, he wouldn't have missed the 9:30 news, not if it was ever so. He set great store by the last news, poor soul, though what good it done him I don't know. And I recollect saying to my son Bert last Wednesday night as ever was, funny thing, I says, Mr. Noakes ain't got his wireless going tonight, that ain't like him, I says.
But you couldn't possibly hear his wireless from your cottage with all the doors and windows shut.
Well, I won't deceive you. I did just pop over here a few minutes after 9:30 to borrow a drop of paraffin from his shed. And if the wireless had been on, then I couldn't have helped hearing of it.
9:30 news. Now, that's on the National.
That's right. He never bothered with the 6 o'clock.
Joe, raise the lid of that radio cabinet and see what programme it's set to.
Yes, sir. The point is set to regional, sir.
Has anyone altered it since?
Not to my knowledge.
And it looks like you didn't have the wireless on for the 9:30 news. Yeah, we're getting there, aren't we? That's pretty satisfactory, that is. Dead or unconscious at 9:30, last seen alive about 6:20, ate his supper at...
6:20? Go on. He was alive and kicking at 9 o'clock.
What? How do you know? Why didn't you say so before?
Well, I thought you knowed it. You didn't ask. And how do I know? 'Cause I've seen him, that's why. Hey, what are you getting at, trying to put something on me? You knows as well as I do he was alive at 9. Joe Sellen here was a-talking to him.
Eh? Joe Sellen?
That's right.
Joe, is this true?
Yes, it's true.
Of course it is. You don't catch me that way, Joe Sellen. I come in 9 o'clock from fetching a pail of water, and I sees you as plain as a nose on my face a-talking to him at this very window. And I heard you, too. Using language you did ought to be ashamed of yourself, not fit for a decent woman to listen to. I sees you and your helmet, so don't you go a-denying of it.
All right, Mrs. Ruddle, much obliged. That brings us pretty near the time. 9 o'clock, you say it was?
Yours makes no difference. But you ask Joe Sellen. If you want to know the time, ask a policeman.
Yes, very good. We just wanted a bit of confirmation on that there point. 2 witnesses are better than 1. That'll do. Now, just you run along and see here, don't you go shooting your mouth off.
Oh, I'm sure I ain't one to talk.
Certainly not. That's the last thing anybody would accuse you of, Mrs. Ruddle.
Now, don't you go worrying now. I knows how to keep my mouth shut.
Now, Joe Sellen, what's the meaning of this?
Well, sir...
I'm disappointed in you, Joe. I'm astounded. I mean to say you was there at 9 o'clock talking to Mr. Noakes and you said nothing about it? Ain't you got no sense of duty?
I'm sure I'm very sorry, sir.
Sorry? That's a nice word to use. You, a police officer, withholding important evidence, and you say you're sorry?
Well, I didn't know that old cat had seen me.
What the hell does it matter who saw you? You ought to have told me first thing. My God, Joe Sellen, I don't know what to make of you. Upon my word, I don't. You're for it, my lad.
I'm sorry.
What were you doing here that you didn't want anybody to know about, eh? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're left-handed, ain't you?
Oh, my God, sir, my Lord, I never done it. I swear I never done it. Well, heaven knows I had cause enough, but I never laid a hand on him.
Cause? What cause? Come on now, out with it. What were you doing with Mr. Noakes?
Pull yourself together, Sellen. Mr. Kirk's not the man to be hard or unjust to anybody. Now, what's it all about?
Well, that there note case of Mr. Noakes's, what he lost 2 years ago.
Well, yes, what happened to it?
I found it. He dropped it in the road, see, and £10 it had in it. Well, my wife was desperate bad after the baby, sir, and the doctor said she ought to have special treatment, and I hadn't saved nothing, and the pay's not much, nor the allowance. Well, I meant to put it back right away. I thought he could spare it, being well off.
What happened about it?
Well, he found out, my lord. I don't know how, but he did. Threatened to report me. Well, of course, that'd have been the end of me. I mean, out of a job, and nobody'd give me work after that. So I had to pay him what he said to stop his tongue.
Pay him? That's blackmail. That's an indictable offence, blackmail, and compounding a felony.
Call it what you like, sir. It was life and death to me. 5 bob a week he's been bleeding me for these last 2 years.
Good God.
But I didn't kill him. I swear I didn't. You do believe me?
You better tell us now what did happen.
I came up here by the path, and I looked in at that there window. The curtains wasn't drawn, and it was all dark. Only then I see him coming in from the kitchen with a candle in his hand. He holds the candle up to the clock there, and I see it was 5 minutes past 9.
You saw the clock from the window?
Yes, my lord.
Are you sure?
Well, yes, my lord. Then I taps on the window, and he comes over and opens it. I tells him I ain't got the money that week, and he laughs at me all nasty-like. All right, he says, I'll report you in the morning. So then I plucks up a heart, and I says to him, you can't, it's blackmail. All this money you've been taking off me is blackmail, and I'll see you in dock for it. And he says, money? You can't prove you ever paid me money. Where's your receipts? You got nothing on paper. So I swears at him.
No wonder.
Get out, he says, and slams the windows shut. Well, I tries the doors, but they were locked. So I gets out, and that's the last I seen of him.
You didn't go into the house?
No, sir.
Are you telling the truth?
Honest to God I am, sir.
Selin, are you sure?
It's God's truth, my lord.
Yeah. Well, I don't rightly know what to say. See here, Joe, you better go straight over to Pagford and check out that alibi for Crutchley. See this man Williams that Crutchley shares a room with at the garage. I want to know if Frank Crutchley slept there last Wednesday night, what time he arrived there and so on.
Very good, sir.
I'll talk to you when you come back.
Very good, sir. I hope you won't be too hard on me, sir.
I says maybe. Be off with you now, Joe. Go on.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Well, my lord, and what do you think of that?
Well, it sounded straight enough so far as the note case was concerned. And there's a motive for you. A nice new motive, all a-growing and a-blowing. Widens the field a bit, though, don't it? Blackmailers don't, as a rule, stop at a single victim.
Why couldn't the young fool have come to his sergeant if he was short out of me? This is the devil and all. Beats me altogether. I wouldn't have believed it.
Look here, Kirk. You've had no official information about that theft, have you? When the money's been paid back twice over.
It's easy enough for you to be soft-hearted, my lord. It ain't your responsibility. Phew, that there Noakes must have been a proper old twister.
Superintendent, I am sorry for that poor devil, but, well, curse it, I suppose I've got to say it.
Well?
That story of Selin's. It sounded all right, but it wasn't. One bit of it was a lie.
A lie?
He said he never came into the house. He said he saw the sitting-room clock from that window.
Well?
Well, I tried to do the same thing a short time ago when I was out in the garden. I wanted to set my watch. Well, it cannot be done, that's all. That damn awful cactus hanging on the chain. It's in the way.
What?
I say that infernal bloody cactus is in the way. It covers the entire face of the clock. You cannot see it when you're standing at that window.
I'll try for myself.
Well, you could try from any point you like. It is absolutely and definitely impossible. You cannot see the clock from that window.
Well, they've gone. At last we're alone.
That's a blessing.
Miss Twitterton has been conveyed by Bunter back to Pagford, while the sweep has taken his fee and gone home, uttering many expressions of sympathy and goodwill.
And Kirk has taken himself off back to the station.
I'm glad they've all gone. I couldn't have stood much more, could you?
Not no more. I can't stand it now. What's the joke?
I was seeing the funny side of it. This looks not like a nuptial.
True, oh God. I rather think I am behaving like a lout.
Do you? Then all I can say is that your notion of loutishness is exceedingly feeble and limited. You simply don't know how to begin.
I didn't mean it to be like this. I wanted it all to be wonderful for you.
Oh, my dear cuckoo. I see Bunter coming back. We may get some tea. Mrs. Ruddle is in such a state of excitement that she's probably boiled the milk and put the tea leaves into the sandwiches.
Blow, Mrs. Ruddle.
By all means, but I expect Bunter's doing that already.
You show commendable patience with my temper.
I've seen tempers in comparison with which yours is a burst of heavenly harmony.
Whatever it is, you are trying to flatter me out of it.
Not at all. I'm only trying to tell you in the nicest possible manner that provided I were with you, I shouldn't greatly mind being deaf, dumb, half-blind and imbecile, afflicted with shingles and whooping cough in an open boat without clothes or food with a thunderstorm coming on. But you're being painfully stupid about it.
Oh, my dear. What the devil am I to say to that? Oh, ye gods, render me worthy of this noble wife. Look here, hadn't we better get the car out and run over to Broxford for dinner? There's sure to be some sort of pub there, and well, a little fresh air may help to blow the bats out of my belfry.
That's rather a good idea.
Superintendent Kirk. Yes? I've not time to deal with that now, Constable. Put it through to the duty desk. Yes? Now, where was I? Yes, I think you got me wrong, Sergeant. I ain't saying as you been anyway neglectful of your duty.
That's how it sounded to me, Mr. Kirk.
Well, it does seem a pity as a young fellow like Joe Selland should have his career broke all for the want of a bit of help and guidance from his sergeant. Not to mention this other suspicion, which it's to be hoped won't come to anything.
That's hardly fair, Mr. Kirk, blaming all this on me.
Has Selland brought in his reports yet?
Yes, he wrote some out in the station, and he left a bunch of shorthand stuff. They're typing it up now. Doesn't seem to be complete, though. I suppose it breaks off at the point where...
Well, what do you expect? You don't suppose he'd go on taking down his own confession, do you? Be reasonable. What about this fellow Williams over at the garage?
I went over there with Selland. We interviewed Williams, who says that Crutchley did in fact come into the garage just before 11 last Wednesday night and went to bed immediately.
And Williams didn't hear anything during the night to suggest that Crutchley left that room?
No, apparently not.
Well, I can't say as that helps us very much. I've got a theory that will clear the suspicion from Joe Selland's name, if I'm right.
Oh? And what's that, Mr. Kirk?
That old Noakes wasn't murdered at all. That he fell off the stepladder while messing about with that silly cactus that's hanging in the sitting room. There have been medically documented cases of people sustaining head injuries and going about their normal business for several hours before the bleeding in the brain finally kills them.
It doesn't solve the problem of Selland and the clock, though, does it? It's quite clear he's lying about that.
Possibly. But if that cactus pot had been taken down by old Noakes, say for watering or clipping or something of that sort, then Joe would have been able to see that clock from the window, wouldn't he? Ah, Bunter, I'm very sorry to disturb his lordship so late.
His lordship is in bed.
Well, the thing is, you see, there's a necessity as has arisen to re-examine the sitting room. There's something I need to look at as could have a significant bearing on the case. There's no need for Lord Peter to come down in person.
We should be most unwilling to obstruct the officers of the law in the execution of their duty, but you will permit me to point out that the hour is somewhat advanced and the available illumination inadequate. Besides that, the sitting room is situated exactly beneath his lordship's.
Superintendent?
My lord?
Merchant of Venice, Act 5, Scene 1. Peace, ho! The moon sleeps with Endymion and would not be awaked.
I beg your pardon, my lord?
Don't mention it. Is there anything I can do for you?
Only to let me take another look around in the sitting room.
Had we but world enough and time, that trifling request, Superintendent, were no crime. But take whatever you like, Super. Only do as the poet sings. Come and go on lissome clerical printless toe. The first is Marvel, the second Rupert Brooke.
I'm very much obliged. The fact is, I've got an idea.
I only wish I had half your complaint. Do you want to unfold your tale now, or will it do in the morning?
Oh, in the morning, my lord. There's no need for you to disturb yourself.
Well, good luck to it. And good night.
There now, Mr. Bunter, do all them steps steady.
That is what I'm attempting to do, Superintendent, but I do urge upon you the need to keep your voice down.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, it would be a bit complicated by the looks of it to unhook the hole out of pot. Let's see.
May I venture to suggest that it may be possible to remove the inner pot?
Yes, it comes out all right, or it's a damn tight fit. It can't have been removed.
Why is that?
Well, you see, there's a band of ornamental brass work round the top of the outer pot.
Yes?
Well, it's all pierced work, so the brass polish applied to the outer pot has left a clear pattern on the inner pot, the earthenware one, sort of like a stencil. So, if you remove the inner pot and put it back, you wouldn't be able to put it back in exactly the same position, and that would show. you'd see at least an edge of earthenware without any polish on it at all. No, the inside pot has not been moved. Did Crotchley polish the brass this morning?
I fancy not. He brought no brass polish with him, nor did he use the materials contained in the kitchen cupboard. Will there be anything further tonight, Superintendent?
I suppose the clock couldn't have been moved.
See for yourself.
Yeah. It looks solidly fixed. No hook or nail to which it might temporarily have been transferred. Well, that seems to settle it. My theory won't stand up.
That's most regrettable, Superintendent. May I show you to the door?
It's regrettable for me, right enough. But for one of my officers, it's a damn sight more than regrettable.
In that episode of Busman's Honeymoon, the parts were played as follows. Lord Peter Wimsey, Ian Carmichael, Lady Peter Wimsey, Sarah Badel, Bunter, Peter Jones, Superintendent Kirk, Peter Vaughan, Mrs. Ruddle, Pearl Hackney, Miss Twitterton, Rosemary Leach, the Reverend Goodacre, Gerald Sim, Constable Sellen, Christopher Beanie, Sergeant Foster, Alexander John, narrator, John Westbrook. Busman's Honeymoon was adapted by Alistair Beaton from the book by Dorothy L. Sayers and was produced by Martin Fisher. We present Ian Carmichael as Lord Peter Wimsey in Busman's Honeymoon by Dorothy L. Sayers, adapted for radio by Alistair Beaton, with Sarah Badel as Lady Peter Wimsey and Peter Jones as Bunter. Episode 4, Not Why, but How.
There is not a senior police officer in the whole of Britain who would care to face the dilemma in which Superintendent Kirk now found himself. His own local constable had suddenly become a prime suspect in the murder of William Noakes, the previous owner of the house which Lord Peter and his wife had just purchased. Having withheld information from his superior officer, Constable Sellen was then found to be lying about his movements on the night of the murder. To compound the gravity of the situation, it was now clear that Sellen had the strongest of motives for the removal of William Noakes from this earth, for Noakes had been remorselessly blackmailing him for almost 2 years. It gave Lord Peter little satisfaction to think that he, personally, had been responsible for detecting that Sellen had been lying. To send a young man to the executioner's rope was not an ambition which he cherished. While he sympathized with Superintendent Kirk's anxious attempts to clear Sellen's name, both he and Harriet knew that the evidence far outweighed their sympathies.
And what did the superintendent want last night, Bunter?
He wished to ascertain, my lady, whether the hanging cactus in the sitting room could have been removed from its containing pot during the events of last week.
I thought he realised that it couldn't. The marks of the brass polish should have told him that with half an eye. No need to get the stepladder and bump around at midnight like a bumblebee in a bottle.
Quite so, my lord. But I thought it better not to intervene, and your lordship wished him to have every facility.
Oh, quite. His brain works like the mills of God, but he has some other divine qualities. I know him to be magnanimous and suspect him of being merciful. He's trying hard to exonerate Constable Sellen. Well, that's natural enough.
Yes, my lord. Shall I request Mrs. Ruddle to remove the breakfast things, my lord?
Oh, I don't think Mrs. Ruddle would find it quite proper to see me in my dressing gown, do you, Bunter? Let her wait for a little.
Very good, my lord.
What do you think about Sellen yourself, Peter?
I don't know what to think. The fact is, we've got dashed little material for thinking with. Probably too early for thinking, anyway.
Sellen doesn't look like a murderer.
They very often don't, you know. He didn't look like the sort of man who would tell a thundering great lie, either. The fact remains that he could not have seen the clock from the window with that damn great cactus hanging in the way.
I suppose he didn't notice till after he'd said that about seeing the clock, that it implied his having been inside the house.
No, you've got to be a very sharp-witted person to see ahead when you're telling half-truths. A story that's a lie from beginning to end will be consistent. But the thing that is bothering me is how did Joe Sellen get into the house?
Noakes must have let him in.
Just so. Here is an elderly man locked up alone in a house. Up comes a young man whom he's been blackmailing. And this young man, big and strong and in a murderous rage, quarrels with him, using strong language and possibly threats. The old man tells him to be off and bangs the window shut. The young man goes on knocking at the doors and trying to get in. The old man has nothing to gain by admitting him, yet he does it, and obligingly turns his back on him on purpose that the angry young man may attack him with a blunt instrument. It's possible, but as Aristotle might say, it is an improbable possible.
Suppose Sellen said he had got the money after all, and Noakes let him in.
If Sellen had the money, Noakes could have told him to hand it in through the window.
Well, suppose he did hand it in, or said he was going to. Then, when Noakes opened the window, Sellen could have climbed in himself. Or could he? Those mullions are pretty narrow.
You would have no idea how refreshing it is to talk to somebody who has a grasp of method. The police are excellent fellows, but the only principle of detection they have really grasped is that wretched phrase, cui bono. They will hair off after motive, which is a matter for psychologists. Motive by itself will never make a case. You've got to show how the thing was done, and then, if you like, bring in motive to back up your proof. If a thing could only have been done one way, and if only one person could have done it that way, then you've got your criminal, motive or no motive. There is how, when, where, why, and who. And when you have got how, you've got who. Thus spake Zarathustra.
I shall throw something at you in a minute. I say, do you think something might have been thrown at Noakes? Through the window? Suppose Sellen started to climb in, and Noakes got alarmed and made for the door, and then Sellen might snatch up something.
What?
That's true. Oh, I know. That paperweight on the sill. He could have snatched that up and thrown it at Noakes's retreating back. And then he'd only have to finish scrambling in, pick up the paperweight, put it back, and go out through the window again.
Really?
Of course not. The window was locked from the inside.
Yeah.
No. He'd shut and lock the window. He'd get Noakes's keys from his pocket, open the front door, put back the keys, and then go out, leaving the door unlocked. And when Noakes came to, he obligingly locked it behind him. We've got to allow for that possibility, whoever did the murder.
That is really brilliant, Harriet. It's very difficult to find a flaw in it.
I say, Peter, all this is a bit grim.
It's only a theory, after all. We haven't proved a word of it. That is the worst of you mystery mongers. Anything's a solution as long as it holds together. Well, let's make a theory about somebody else. Whom shall we have? How about Mrs. Ruddle? She's a tough old lady and not an altogether sympathetic character.
Well, why on earth should Mrs. Ruddle...
Look, never mind why. Why never gets you anywhere. Mrs. Ruddle came to borrow a drop of paraffin. Noakes was sniffing round and heard her. He invited her to step in and explain herself.
Yes.
He said that he'd often had doubts of her honesty. She said he owed her a week's money. High words passed. He made for her. She snatched up the poker. He ran away, and she threw the poker at him and caught him on the back of the head. Now, that is why enough when people lose their tempers. Unless you prefer to believe that Noakes made improper advances to Mrs. Ruddle, and she dotted him one accordingly.
Idiot.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't fancy Mrs. Ruddle myself, but then my standards are high.
Let's hear the case against Crutchley and the vicar.
Well, they're a bit more difficult because of the alibi. Unless one of them was in league with Mrs. Ruddle, we've got to explain why Noakes didn't have the wireless on as usual for the 9:30 news that night. Take Crutchley first. He deposited the vicar at Pagford before 11. Very early the next morning is Crutchley's time, I fancy, taking out a taxi for a non-existent customer or something of that kind. He must somehow have stolen a key or had one cut, though.
Suppose Crutchley came to rob the house and was rummaging in a bureau or something, in that kitchen where the will was found, and Noakes heard him and came downstairs.
Stopping to put on his collar and tie and carefully taking all his precious banknotes with him?
Of course not, in his night things. He interrupts Crutchley, who goes for him. He runs away. Crutchley hits him, thinks he's dead, gets the wind up and runs off, locking the door after him from outside. Then Noakes comes to, wonders what he's doing down there, goes back to his room, dresses, feels queer, goes towards the back door, meaning to fetch Mrs. Ruddle, and falls down the cellar steps.
Excellent. Who made the bed?
Oh, bother. Yes, and we haven't explained about the wireless. Oh, this is very discouraging.
Ain't it just there? Which now leaves the way open for a murderous attack by the vicar between 10:30 and 11 that evening.
But why should they... Sorry, I keep asking why. All the same, I do think it looks neater to have a comprehensive motive. Murder for the fun of it breaks all the rules of detective fiction.
All right, then. Mr. Goodacre shall have a motive. I'll think of one presently. He walks over from the vicarage at about 10:35 and knocks at the door. Noakes lets him in. There's no reason why he shouldn't let in the vicar, who has always appeared mild and friendly. But the vicar, underneath his professional austerity, conceals one of those dreadful repressions so common among clergymen, as depicted by our realistic novelists. So, of course, is Noakes. The vicar, under cover of a purity campaign, accuses Noakes of corrupting the village maiden, whom he subconsciously wants for himself.
Of course, how silly of me not to have thought of it. Nothing could be more obvious. They have one of those squalid, senile rows, and the vicar ends up with a brainstorm and imagines he's the hammer of God, like the parson in Chesterton's story. He lays Noakes out with the poker and departs. Noakes recovers his senses, and we go on from there. And that accounts beautifully for the money's having been left on the body. Mr. Goodacre wouldn't want it.
Exactly. And the reason why the vicar is so pleasant and innocent about it all now is that the brainstorm has passed, and he's forgotten the whole thing.
Dissociated personality. I think that's our best effort yet. We only need now to put a name to the village maiden.
Well, it needn't even be that. I mean, the vicar may have had a morbid fancy for something else. A passion a la Plato for an aspidistra. or a strange, covetous longing for a cactus. Believe me or believe me not, the vicar came prowling round for no good, and when old Noakes flung himself on his knees crying, "Take my life, but spare the honour of my cactus," he upped with the aspidistra pot. How about that?
Oh, dear. It's all very well, Peter. But the poor old thing was really killed.
My heart, I know it. But until we find out how, one theory is as fanciful as another. We've got to laugh or break our hearts in this damnable world.
Well, it's no good. Never, never, never shall we do anything like other people. We shall always laugh when we ought to cry, and love when we ought to work, and make ourselves a scandal and a hissing. And now you'd better finish dressing and face the situation. Oh, look. There are two men coming up the path, one of them with a camera.
Oh, hell. It's Salcombe Hardy. It would be.
I'll go and entertain them.
Not alone, Harriet. Not alone. Now make it snappy, Sally, because the inquest's at 11 and I can't turn up in a dressing gown. What are you after? Romance in high life or mysterious death in Honeymoon House?
Both. I suppose I'd better begin by offering mingled congratulations and condolences.
Thank you.
Do we mention that you are both in a state of collapse? Or is the message to the great British public that you are marvellously happy in spite of this untoward occurrence?
Be original, Sally. Say we're fighting like cat and dog and only relieved from irritable boredom by the prospect of a little detective occupation.
Come on, Wimsey. Look at it from my point of view. It's a story of the century. Famous amateur sleuth weds mystery writer, finds corpse on bridal night. Can I say you've got a theory of the crime?
Yes.
Fine.
My theory is that you put the corpse there yourself, Sally, to make a good headline.
I only wish I'd thought of it. Nothing else?
The fact is, he's completely baffled.
As baffled as a bathroom geezer. My wife's baffled, too. It's the only point on which we are at one. When we are tired of heaving crockery about, we sit and sneer at one another's bafflement. The police are baffled, too. Or else they confidently expect to make an arrest, one or the other. You can take your choice.
Well, it's a devil of a nuisance for you. And I'm a nuisance, too. But I can't help myself. Do you mind if we take a few photographs?
Oh.
Quaint Tudor farmhouse, all that? My photographer's outside.
Well, be quick, Sally, but for God's sake, use a little tact. No hanging about the back door snooping and asking questions of all and sundry.
All right, Sid. Let's have a few snaps of the house.
Done that already, Mr. Hardy.
Well, get a few more, lad. Have we neared the house from the garden?
Oh, well, no, I thought I had enough already, Mr. Wright.
Oh, dear, you'll never make a press photographer if you don't show a little initiative. Well, get on with it, lad.
Yes, Mr. Hardy.
Mr. Hardy! Mr. Hardy, I wanted to have a word with you before you go.
But of course, Miss Vane. Oh, I'm sorry, Lady Peter. And if you permit me to ask just a couple more questions.
Mr. Hardy, listen. I know one's absolutely helpless. One has to put up with what newspapers choose to say. I've reason to know it. But if you put in anything sickening about Peter and me, you know what I mean, any of the sort of things that make one writhe and wish one was dead, it'll be pretty rotten for us and pretty rotten for you. Peter isn't exactly a rhinoceros, you know.
My dear Lady Peter, I shall be the soul of discretion. By the way, I forgot to ask. Do you intend to go on writing now that you're married?
Yes, of course.
Under the same name?
Naturally.
Can I say that?
Oh, yes, you could say that. You can say anything, except all that awful matrimonial tripe about said he with a laughing glance at his brand new wife, and the rest of the romantic bilge water. I mean, it's all quite trying enough. Do leave us a little human dignity if you possibly can. Peter's been very decent to you. Don't make his life a burden to him.
Honestly, I'll try not. But editors are editors.
Editors are ghouls and cannibals.
They are, but I'll really do my best. Now, about this writing story, can you give me anything exclusive on that? Your husband's eager you should continue your professional career, that kind of thing. You look forward to getting hints from his experience for use in your detective novels.
Oh, damn, must you have the personal angle on everything? Well, I'm certainly going on writing, and Peter certainly doesn't object. In fact, I think he entirely approves. But don't make him say it with a proud and tender look or anything sick-making, will you?
Of course not. You writing anything now?
No, I've only just finished a book. But I've got a new one in my head.
Good. What's it about?
It's about the murder of a journalist, and the title is Curiosity Killed the Cat.
Ah, fine.
I knew this place as a child. A dear old couple lived here who used to ask me in and give me seedy cake and strawberries. That's very pretty and human, and they're dead, so it can't hurt them.
Splendid.
And all the ugly furniture and the aspidistras were put in the house by Noakes, so don't blame us for them. And he was a grasping sort of man who sold the Tudor chimney pots to make sundials. And that is somebody's ginger cat. He's adopted us. He sits on Peter's shoulder at breakfast. Everybody likes an animal story. You can have the ginger cat. Goodbye, Mr. Hardy.
Yes, goodbye.
Well, thank heavens the inquest's over.
Yes. As if that wasn't bad enough, we have to run the gauntlet of 24 reporters and cameramen when we emerge.
Oh, Salcombe Hardy is far from being the worst specimen of the species. Still, it proved to be relatively painless. I thought the coroner's adjournment decision was the right one in the circumstances.
Poor Selland didn't come out of it very well, though, did he?
Well, I think it was better that it came out in the open the way it did. Better than 1,000 different stories circulating round the village. Anyway, it's not general knowledge that Selland withheld information from Kirk.
That's true. I say, Peter. Couldn't we just be selfish and naughty this afternoon?
As how?
Go off somewhere by ourselves?
By God, we will. Is that really your notion of happiness?
To that depth have I fallen, I admit it. Don't dance on a woman when she's down.
Just how naughty and selfish may I be? May I drive fast? I mean really fast?
Yes, really fast, if you feel like that.
Definitely too good to live.
I should say definitely too good to die. But really fast means the main road.
So it does. We'll do the main road really fast and get rid of it.
Here's them things you asked me to polish, Mr. Bunter. And shall I put the peas on now, Mr. Bunter?
I will see to the peas, Mrs. Ruddle, at the proper time. His lordship is very particular about peas.
This here toasting fork's come up lovely, ain't it?
Thank you, yes. Very nice indeed.
Funny the way gentry is about them old bits of things. Curios. Oof, rubbish, if you ask me.
This is a very old piece, Mrs. Ruddle.
I reckon them who shoved it up the chimney knew what they were doing. Give me a nice gas oven any day.
People have been found dead in gas ovens before now, Mrs. Ruddle.
Lord now, Mr. Bunter, don't you talk like that. Ain't we had enough corpses about the house already? How that pair can go on living here, I don't know.
Speaking for his lordship and myself, we are accustomed to corpses.
Where he's happy, she's happy. And it's easy to see she worships the ground he treads on.
That is a very proper sentiment in a young married woman.
Happy days. Oh, but it's early days yet, Mr. Bunter. A man's a man when all's said and done. Mr. Ruddle now. He used to knock me about something shocking when he'd had a drop, though a good husband and bringing the money home regular.
I beg you will not institute these comparisons, Mrs. Ruddle. I have served his lordship 20 years, and a sweeter-tempered gentleman you could not wish to find.
There now, if that ain't love's young dream a-coming up the path.
To whom might you be referring, Mrs. Ruddle?
Why, that Frank Crutchley, to be sure.
Oh, Crutchley. Is he your choice for a second?
Oh, go along with you, Mr. Bunter. Me? Oh, no fear. No, Aggie Twitterton runs after him like an old cat with one kitten.
Indeed?
At her age, mutton dressed as lamb makes me fair sick. If she knowed what I'd know...
Afternoon. Any special orders? I ran over thinking there might be. Mr. Hancock don't want me for an hour or two.
His lordship gave instructions that the car was to be cleaned, but now it's out again.
Ah, well, they've got a nice day for it. Well, they didn't get much forward here at the inquest, seems to me.
Nushing it up. That's what they was, trying to make out there was nothing between Joe Sellen and him. I wonder they let that young fella go about at large. He might all be murdered in our beds.
I think you'd better be careful in your accusations.
That's right. You go imagining things, you'll land yourself in Queer Street one of these days.
Well, I don't bear no particular grudge against Mr. Noakes, not like some I could name with their 40 poundses.
God almighty, what a tongue you got, you mangy old Paul Parrot.
Don't you talk to me like that, Frank Crutchley. And what are you hanging about in the kitchen for anyhow? Waiting for kisses in the gloaming?
What are you getting at?
Look out there and you'll see. Aggie Twitterton, coming down the hill on her bicycle.
God, it's her all right, damn it.
What it is to be the answer to a maiden's prayer.
Now, see here, Polly's my girl, you know that. There ain't nothing between me and Aggie Twitterton.
Not between you and her, but there might be between her and you. And now, if you'll excuse me, there's some of us has work to do.
I have to admit, Peter, that this speed is more to my liking.
Yes, I can see that. I don't happen to be afraid of speed. That's why I like to show off. But I give you my word, I won't do it again. Well, not this trip, anyway.
Oh, Peter, look at that ruined church. Let's stop and take a look.
Oh, an excellent idea. Good heavens, Harriet. Look at that over there.
What?
The sundial. May I lose my last dollar if it ain't one of our chimney pots?
Oh, it can't be, can it?
Well, it can, and it is.
I do believe you're right. Oh, Peter, how absurd.
Come on, this calls for a closer inspection.
It is one of ours, Peter.
Another of the crimes perpetrated upon our noble house by the late unlamented Noakes. I will have my pot back, even if I die for it. We will track down our bartered chimneys from end to end of the country, as the Roman legions sought the lost eagles of Varus. I think the luck went out of our house with the chimney pots. It's our job to bring it back.
That'll be fun. I counted this morning. There are only 4 of them missing. This looks exactly like the 3 that are left.
I'm positive it's ours. This, Harriet, is an occasion. Let us occupy this handsome seat and contemplate the landscape. The car's well off the road if anybody wants to get up the lane.
What a beautiful spot.
What do you think about life? I mean, do you find it good on the hill? Worth living?
Yes. I've always felt absolutely certain it was good. If only one could get it straightened out. I hated almost everything that ever happened to me, but I knew all the time it was just things that were wrong, not everything.
With me, it's always been the other way round. I can enjoy practically everything that comes along while it is happening. Only I have to keep on doing things, because if I once stop, it all seems a lot of rot, and I don't care a damn if I go west tomorrow. At least, that's what I should have said. Now, I don't know.
Things have come straight for me, Peter. I always knew they would if one hung on long enough, waiting for a miracle.
Honestly?
Well, it seems like a miracle to be able to look forward... Well, to see all the minutes in front of one come hopping along with something marvellous in them, instead of just saying, well, that one didn't actually hurt, and the next may be quite bearable if only something beastly doesn't come pouncing out.
As bad as that?
No, not really, because one got used to it, to being everlastingly tightened up to face things, you see. But when one doesn't have to anymore, it's different. I can't tell you what a difference it makes. Oh, damn and blast you, Peter. You know you're making me feel exactly like heaven, so what's the use of trying to spare your feelings?
I don't know it, and I can't believe it. But I'll try. Listen, my dear, if that is true, or even half true, I shall begin to be afraid of death, which at my age is rather disturbing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, you needn't apologize. I like new sensations, especially this one.
17 shillings a bottle.
Do try to keep your voice down, Frank. Mr. Bunter's only down the corridor. He'll hear you.
And I don't care if he does, Aggie Twitterton. 17 shillings for a bottle of port. Cut above you and me, innit? 17 bob a bleeding bottle? There's a man could give away £40 out of his own pocket and never miss it. But does he? No.
Oh, Frank, you mustn't be so bitter. You couldn't expect Lord Peter
Lord Peter? Oh, you'd be calling him by his pet name. Think you're somebody, didn't you?
That is the correct way to speak of him. I know quite well how to address people of rank.
Oh, yes, I dare say. Suppose you think you've been lowering yourself by associating with me. All right, you go and hobnob with the gentry, Lord Peter.
Why, Frank, you silly old thing. I believe you are jealous.
Jealous? That's good. That's rich, that is. What's the idea? Starting to make eyes at his lordship now?
Frank, he's a married man. How can you say such things?
Oh, he's married, all right. Quite a romance in high life. Like to be in her shoes, wouldn't you?
You don't really think I want to change places with anybody, do you? Oh, Frank, if only you and I could get married at once.
Ah, yes, your Uncle Noakes has put a bit of a spoke in that wheel, hasn't he?
I've been trying all day to see you and talk over what we're going to do.
What we're going to do? Hadn't been for your soft soap, I'd have got my 40 quid out of that old devil months ago.
Oh, please, don't be so angry with me. We couldn't either of us know.
It's time we got down to brass tacks. You and me getting spliced with the idea of coming into your uncle's money, that was one thing, see? That's business. But if there's no money from you, it's off. You get that?
Oh, Frank.
A man that's starting in life wants a wife, see? A nice little bit to come home to. Someone he can cuddle, not a skinny old hen with a brood of buff Orpingtons.
How can you speak to me like that?
Look at yourself in the glass, you old fool. Talk about a man marrying his grandmother.
Oh. I only wanted to help you get on.
Yeah, I thought you bought me with your uncle's money, didn't you? Well, where is it?
How can you be so cruel? You told me over and over again you were fond of me. You said you were. You said you were.
Oh, can that row?
But you did say so. Oh, you can't be so cruel. Oh, dear Frank. Oh, don't be kind to me, Frank. I love you so much.
Damn you, get off. Take your blasted claws out of my neck. Shut up. Shut up, I tell you. I'm sick and tired of the sight of you.
Oh, God! Ruth! God! Ruth, would you believe it?
Oh, whatever's happening?
Something's up with that bumsucker bunter.
That lousy old nosy parking bitch, the interfering old bizzer. Where is she?
Where's who?
Mrs. Ruddle, of course. Who told her to go poking her long nose into my pantry?
What's all the fuss about? What are you wanting Mrs. Ruddle for?
I am wanting Mrs. Ruddle because Mrs. Ruddle has done something dreadful to his lordship's port wine.
In that episode of Busman's Honeymoon, the cast was as follows. Lord Peter Wimsey, Ian Carmichael, Lady Peter Wimsey, Sarah Badel, Bunter, Peter Jones. Miss Twitterton, Rosemary Leach, Mrs. Ruddle, Pearl Hackney, Frank Crutchley, Kenneth Cranham, Salcombe Hardy, Patrick Newell, Sid, David Peart, narrator, John Westbrook. Busman's Honeymoon was adapted by Alistair Beaton from the book by Dorothy L. Sayers and was produced by Martin Fisher. present Ian Carmichael as Lord Peter Wimsey in Busman's Honeymoon by Dorothy L. Sayers, adapted for radio by Alistair Beaton, with Sarah Badel as Lady Peter Wimsey, Peter Jones as Bunter, and special guest Peter Vane as Superintendent Kirk. Episode 5, Crossed in Love.
Each person has his own idea of what precisely constitutes a disaster. To most of those who had known the late William Noakes, his death was felt to represent something less than a disaster. This regrettable, if understandable, lack of grief had one unfortunate consequence. It widened the range of those who had a motive for his killing. Even his niece, Miss Twitterton, who appeared to experience some genuine grief, had more than one good reason for wishing the death of Noakes. One might have thought that Lord Peter and his wife would have viewed the idea of a murder victim in their honeymoon home as a disaster. Yet the gloomy routine of the inquest and the unwelcome attentions of the press had done little to impair their newly found happiness together. While Bunter was preparing a meal in the kitchen and braving the attendant hazards of Mrs. Ruddle's long tongue and Frank Crutchley's ill manners, Peter and Harriet had taken themselves off for a drive through the countryside. They little knew that an event unfolding at that moment below stairs in their house was, to Bunter's mind at least, most decidedly a disaster.
Why, Mr. Bunter, whatever's the matter with you?
Mrs. Ruddle, am I to take it that it was you who interfered with the Coburn 96?
The what?
The port!
Oh, that! Yes, that's right. I washed all them dirty bottles for you. Filthy they were. Whitewash all over.
Oh.
I've got them all out of their cases, washed them and set them all the right side up.
Hop it out of here before I take the skin off you.
Well, I'm
Get
sure.
out of here, Mrs.
Look
Ruddle.
at such manners.
Put your flat foot right in it, haven't you, Ma?
Oh, I'll take no lip from you, Frank Crutchley. What are you doing in the kitchen anyhow? Romancing with Aggie Twitterton, eh?
How dare you?
Get out, Mrs. Ruddle.
Well, people can do their own dirty work after this, I'm sure.
All the pot. All the pot. 2.5 dozen all shook up to blazes. And his lordship bringing it down in the back of the car, driving as tender and careful as if it was a babe in arms.
Well, that's a miracle, judging by the way I saw him driving this afternoon. Nearly blew me and the old taxi off the road.
Not a drop to drink for a fortnight, and him looking forward to his glass after dinner.
Well, he's unlucky, that's all.
There's a curse upon this house. And may I ask why you are loitering about in the kitchen, Crutchley?
Waiting for his lordship.
If you want to wait for his lordship, you can do so in the garage.
Yes, Frank. Lord Peter's sure to be upset if he finds you in here.
All right, all right. I knows when I's not wanted.
How dreadful for you, Mr. Bunter. I'm sure Mrs. Ruddle didn't mean any harm.
I am very much put about, Miss Twitterton. She has violently agitated every bottle of his lordship's vintage port, just as it was settling down after the journey.
Oh, how dreadful. Is it all spoiled? Oh. I believe they have some very good port wine at the Pig and Whistle, only it's rather expensive. 4 and 6 a bottle, and nothing on the empties.
I fear that would scarcely meet the case.
Or if they should like some of my parsnip wine, I should be delighted to bring some over.
That's exceedingly kind, Miss Twitterton, but I don't think that will be necessary. Were you wishing to see his lordship?
Oh, I almost forgot. If it isn't troubling you too much, Mr. Bunter, would you be so kind as to tell Lady Peter that I've brought her a few eggs from my hens?
Certainly, Miss Twitterton.
The Buff Orpingtons. They lay such pretty brown eggs, don't they? And I thought perhaps...
Her ladyship will greatly appreciate the attention. Would you care to wait?
Oh, thank you. I hardly...
I'm expecting them back very shortly.
Oh, well, yes, thank you. As long as I'm not in the way...
Well, here we are again, amidst the aspidistras and cacti and bamboo whatnots of the ancestral home.
Ooh, I can't wait to get our own furniture moved in.
Harriet, my dear, perhaps it's the country air or something, but I'm feeling slightly intoxicated. Almost like being in love, in fact. But I don't think it could be that, do you?
Oh, surely not.
Oh, I thought not, because after all, we're married, aren't we? I mean, one can't be married and in love, not with the same person. It ain't done.
Absolutely not.
Pity, because I'm feeling really rather youthful and foolish today. Tender and twining, like a very young pea. Positively romantic.
That, my lord, is disgraceful in a gentleman of your condition.
My mental condition is simply appalling. I want the violins to strike up in the orchestra and discourse soft music while the limelight merchant turns up the moon.
And the crooners are crooning in tune.
Damn it, why not? I will have my soft music. Unhand me, girl. Let's see what the BBC can do for us by way of Mr. Noakes's distinguished wireless cabinet.
Stand there a moment, Peter. No, don't turn round.
Why? Has my unfortunate face begun to get on your nerves?
No, I was just admiring your spine, that's all. It has a kind of sort of springy line about it that pleases me. Completely enslaving.
Really? No. Well, I can't see it, but I must tell my tailor. He always gives me to understand that he invented my back for me.
And does he also imagine he invented your ears and the back of your skull and the bridge of your nose?
No flattery can be too gross for my miserable sex. I am purring like a coffee mill. What the devil did I come over here for?
Soft music.
Ah, so it was. Now, my little minstrels of Portland Place. Strike, you myrtle-crowned boys, eyelid maidens, strike together.
Arr, and the bed should be carefully made up beforehand with good, well-rotted horse manure, or...
Oh, help!
That is quite enough of that.
Oh, the man has a dirty mind.
Disgusting. I shall write a stiff letter to Sir John Reith. Ain't it extraordinary that just when a fellow's bubbling over with the purest and most sacred emotions, when he's feeling like Galahad, Alexander and Clark Gable all rolled into one...
Excuse me, my lord.
Oh, what is it, Bunter? You look exceedingly grave.
Miss Twitterton has been waiting to see her ladyship and...
Oh, poor Miss Twitterton. Send her in, Bunter.
Yes, my lady, and I regret that I have some rather disturbing news to impart to you, my lord.
Ah, I thought so. Well, out with it, Bunter.
The fact is, my lord, Mrs. Ruddle has moved the port.
Well, that is not so grave, Bunter. Fetch another bottle out of the pantry.
That's just it, my lord. She's moved all the bottles. Every blessed one of them.
What?
It won't be fit to drink for at least another 2 weeks.
Oh, dear, it's true, Lord Peter.
Miss Twitterton, I do...
Bunter, how could you let this happen?
Oh, my lady, I do hope Lord Peter isn't going to be violent.
Violent? Oh, I shouldn't think so.
I must point out to your lordship that it was not I who was...
Good God, man, you needn't tell me that. Of course you didn't. Go. Well, come along, Bunter. We had better go and view the bodies.
Very good, my lord.
Oh, dear. Lord Peter looked terribly upset when Mr. Bunter told him about the port.
I rather think he was upset. But really, that's no reason for you to...
I'm sorry. It's silly of me, but I'm always so terrified of gentlemen being angry and...
My dear Miss Twitterton, what is the matter? You're trembling all over. Surely you didn't really think Peter was going to throw things about or anything, did you? Oh, your hands are like ice. Come and sit down by the fire.
It's just... Well, they're all men, aren't they? And men are so horrible.
Dear Miss Twitterton, what is the trouble? Can I help? Has someone been horrible to you?
Oh, my lady, I'm ashamed to tell you. He said such dreadful things to me.
Who did?
Frank. Terrible things. I know I'm a little older than he is, and I suppose I've been very foolish, but he did say he was fond of me.
Frank Crutchley?
Yes. And it wasn't my fault about Uncle's money.
Oh, no.
We were going to be married, only we were waiting for the £40 and my own little savings that Uncle borrowed. And they're all gone now. And no money to come from Uncle. And now Frank said he hates the sight of me, and I do love him so.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, what you must think of me.
Oh, that doesn't matter the very least bit.
I must be going. I'm afraid I look a sight.
No, not a bit. Just a touch of powder's all you want. Where's my, Ah, here it is on the whatnot. That's Bunter. He always clears up after us. Now, hold still. Poor Bunter and the port. Must have been a blow to him. There. You look quite all right.
Oh, do I really?
Take a look in the mirror.
Oh. I've never had powder on before. It makes me feel quite fast.
Well, it's helpful sometimes. Now, promise me you won't make yourself miserable anymore.
No, I'll try not. You've been so kind. Now I must run.
Good night.
Good night. I hope I haven't kept you from your supper.
Not a bit. It isn't time for it yet. Good night, Miss Twitterton. Bunter will show you out. It's all right, Peter. She's gone.
We found some decanters.
Yes, I see you did. Is that the port after all?
No, claret. It's a youngish but pleasant Leoville with only a very light sediment. It seems to have travelled all right, it's quite clear. You know, I'm not the only sufferer. Bunter's nerves are very much affected. He feels the ruddle-muddle acutely coming on top of everything else. I enjoy a little bustle and movement myself, but Bunter has his standards. What did Miss Twitterton want?
She's very upset. Crutchley's been behaving like a perfect beast to her.
Has he, b'Jove?
He's been making love to the poor little wretch. Peter, it isn't funny.
Yeah, I beg your pardon, my dear. You're quite right, it isn't. In fact, it's anything but funny. Is she fond of the blighter?
Oh, my dear, pathetically. And they were going to be married and start the new garage with the £40 and her little savings, only they're gone too. And now she finds she won't come into any money from her uncle. What are you looking at me like that for?
Harriet, I don't like this at all.
Well, of course, he's chucked her over now, the brute, from what I hear of the local gossip.
Mrs. Ruddle?
Yes, he's already got some young girl on the go, name of Polly Mason.
Yes. But don't you see what you're telling me? Miss Twitterton would have given him the money, of course. Done anything in the world for him, what?
Oh, Peter. Oh, you can't mean that. It couldn't be the little Twitterton.
Why not?
It's a motive. I see it's a motive, but you didn't want to hear about motive.
But you're cracking my eardrums with it. Motive won't make a case, but once you've got the how, the why drives it home.
Well, all right then, how? You made no case against her?
Well, there was no need. The how is child's play. She had the key of the house and no alibi after 7:30. Killing hens is no alibi for killing a man.
But to smash in a man's head with a blow like that? She's tiny, and Noakes was a big man. I couldn't break your head open like that, though I'm nearly as tall as you are.
You are about the one person who could. You are my wife. You could take me unawares, as a loving niece might her uncle. I can't see Noakes sitting down and letting Crutchley or Selland go pussyfooting about behind him, but a woman one knows and trusts, that is different.
I suppose you've seen this all along.
I have. But I was irrational enough to tell myself that the motive was insufficient. I couldn't see the Twitterton woman doing murder for money to extend her hen runs. Well, it serves me right for being weak-minded. The moral is stick to how, and somebody will hand you the why on a silver salver.
Oh.
It's a whacking great motive, Harriet. A middle-aged woman's last bid for love, and the money to make the bid.
Well, it's all very well, Peter, but where's the proof?
Nowhere.
What did you say yourself? It's no good showing how it might have been done. Anybody might have done it. Selland, Crutchley, Miss Twitterton, you, I, the vicar, or Superintendent Kirk, but you haven't proved how it was done.
Good God, don't I know it? We want proof, we want facts. How? I hate fooling about with maybe and might have been. And Kirk ain't likely to examine things too closely. He'll be so damn thankful to get a likelier suspect than Selland that he'll hair off after the Crutchley-Twitterton motive. And then, as like as not, he'll fall down in court for lack of proof.
But, Peter, you're not going to tell Kirk about Crutchley and Miss Twitterton?
Well, he'll have to know, of course. It's a fact as far as it goes. The point is, will he see...
Peter, no, you can't do that. That poor little woman and her pathetic love affair. Oh, you can't be so cruel as to tell the police. The police, good heavens!
Yes, I was afraid it might come to this. One cannot suppress evidence, Harriet.
But she told me in confidence. She was grateful to me. She trusted me. You can't take people's trust and make it into a rope for their necks. Peter, it's brutal.
Murder is brutal.
I know, but...
You've seen what murdered men look like? Well, I saw this old man's body. It's a pity the dead are so quiet. It makes us ready to forget them.
The dead are dead. We've got to be decent to the living.
I am thinking of the living. Till we get at the truth, every soul in this village is suspect. Do you want Selland broken and hanged because we wouldn't speak? Must Crutchley be left under suspicion because the crime was never brought home to anybody else? Are they all to go about in fear, knowing there's an undiscovered murderer among us?
But there's no proof, no proof.
Look, it is evidence. We can't pick and choose. Whoever suffers, we must have the truth. Nothing else matters a damn.
But must it be your hands?
Yes, I have given you the right to ask me that. You married into trouble, Harriet, when you married my work and me. These hands, they are hangman's hands. But you knew that, though, didn't you?
Yes, but I wasn't married to you then.
No. That makes the difference, doesn't it? Well, Harriet, we are married now. We are bound. I'm afraid the moment has come when something will have to give way. You or I, or the bond.
Oh, no, no. Oh, my dear, what is happening to us? What has become of our peace?
Broken. That's what violence does. Once it starts, there's no stopping it. It catches us all sooner or later.
But it mustn't. Can't we escape?
Only by running away. Perhaps it would be better for us to run. I have no right to drag any woman into this mess, least of all my wife. Oh, forgive me. I've been my own master so long, I think I've forgotten the meaning of obligation. Oh, my dear, don't upset yourself like this. Say the word and we will go right away. We'll leave this miserable business and never meddle again.
Do you really mean that?
Of course I mean it. I've said it.
Peter, you're mad. Never dare to suggest such a thing. Whatever marriage is, it isn't that.
Isn't what, Harriet?
Letting your affection corrupt your judgment. What kind of a life could we have if I knew that you'd become less than yourself by marrying me? You must do what you think right. Promise me that. What I think doesn't matter. I swear it shall never make any difference.
Thank you, Harriet. That is love with honour.
And in any case, you were right and I was wrong. The thing has got to be done, by any means, so long as we get to the bottom of it. That's your job, and it's worth doing.
Always provided I can do it. I don't feel very brilliant at the moment.
You'll get there in the end. It's all right, Peter. It's all right.
I regret that dinner is a little late, my lord, but there is an individual in the hall.
Oh, send him away, Bunter. I can't stand any more individuals.
My lord...
We are about to have dinner, Bunter. Send him away. Tell him to call again later.
Very sorry to intrude.
I really must ask you to wait.
No wish to cause inconvenience. I am Moss and Isaacs.
You are wrong, Bunter. It's not an individual, it's a company.
Moss and Isaacs. And here in my hand I have...
Bunter, take the company's hat.
Very sorry, no intention to offend, but I have here a bill of sale on the furniture in this house, and I have run all the...
I really cannot imagine...
You better answer it, Bunter.
Very good, my lord.
A bill of sale?
Yes, madam, for a debt of £73, 16 and sixpence. And I have run all the way from the bus stop. All the way because there is a
my
man...
Lord, Mr. McBride says he wishes to have
Mr.
a word
Solomons, Mr. Solomons, that's not fair. Everything in this house is the property of my clients, and the executrix has agreed...
Good evening, Mr. McBride.
I can't help that. We hold a bill of sale on the furniture. Look at the date on this document.
Ours has been running 5 years.
I don't care if it's been running as long as Charlie's arm.
Gentlemen, cannot this matter be amicably arranged?
My lord, in the interests of our clients...
In the interests of our firm.
In all our interests. Will you not sit down and share our roast duck with applesauce and sage and onion stuffing? Don't break up the happy home. Over a slice of the breast and a glass of the best, any little differences may be adjusted.
Yes, indeed. Do join us. Bunter will break his heart if the bird gets dried up in the oven.
It's very good of you. If the lady...
No, Solomons, it ain't fair.
Harriet, you know very well it's a husband's incurable habit to invite his business friends to dine under any circumstances and on the shortest possible notice. Without that habit, home life would not be what it is. Therefore, I make no apology.
Of course not. Bunter, these gentlemen will dine with us.
Very good, my lady.
So far as we are concerned, you may have the entire contents of the house tomorrow and welcome. Now, are we all quite ready for dinner? Mr. Solomons, sit here on my right.
Oh, thank you, my lord.
And Mr. McBride on my left.
Right.
Bunter, the claret.
Well, Peter, they weren't unreasonable in the end. But, oh, I do hope there won't be any more people tonight.
Nous menons une vie assez mouvementée. I've never known such a day. Bunter looks quite haggard. As for me, well, I don't feel like the same person I was before breakfast.
I don't feel like the same person I was before dinner.
My lord, there is yet another visitor.
Oh, no.
Who is it now, Bunter?
Superintendent Kirk, my lord.
Oh. Oh, well, send him in.
If you'll come through, Superintendent.
Good evening, Mr. Kirk.
Good evening, my lady. I'm afraid I'm intruding. It's a bit late for a call, my lord, I know, but...
This is the foul fiend Flibbertigibbet. He begins at curfew and walks till the first cock.
Sit down, Superintendent, and don't mind my husband. He sometimes gets taken that way.
Sit down, sit down. I'll talk a word with this same learned Theban.
Got it, King Lear. Though their injunction be to bar my doors, and let this tyrannous night take hold upon you, yet have I ventured to come seek you out.
Harriet, the superintendent, has caught the hang of our half-witted manner of conversation. He is a man, take him for all in all. We shall not look upon his like again. I shall give him a drink. He deserves it. Say, when? Shall I make spirits fetch me what I please? Resolve me of all ambiguities?
Oh, thank you. Not too stiff, my lord, if you don't mind. We'll have it gentle and the elements so mixed...
that a spoon might stand up in it.
No, that bit doesn't seem to finish up quite right. Here's health.
Bottoms up. And what have you been doing all day, Superintendent?
Well, my lord, I've been up to London.
To London?
But not to see the Queen. I went to see Frank Crutchley's young woman in Clerkenwell.
Has he got one there?
He had. I got the address from that chap Williams over at the garage where Crutchley works. She's a good-looking young woman with a bit of money. Lives with her dad and seemed dead struck on Frank Crutchley. But there, you know what girls are. Some other fella turned up and she married this other bloke 3 months back.
The devil she did.
But what got me all worked up was finding out what her father was.
It was a robber's daughter, and her name was Alice Brown. Her father was the terror of a small Italian town.
Not a bit of it. He's there. Of all the trades and professions open to a man, what would you say he was?
Well, from your air of having, so to speak, found the key that cuts the Gordian knot, I would say that...
I can't imagine. We give it up.
Well, if you give it up, then I'll tell you. Her father is an ironmonger and locksmith as cuts keys when wanted.
Good God. You don't say so.
And what's more, none so long ago, 6 months more or less, young Crutchley comes along, bright as you please, and asks him to cut a key for him.
6 months ago? Well, well, well.
The old boy didn't make no secret of the key, and what's more, he took me round to his workshop. He's a methodical old bird, and when he makes a new key, keeps a cast of it. Well, he showed me the cast, and what do you think that key was like?
You can't mean it was the key to one of the doors in this house?
Aha! I knew I should catch you there. No, was not. And nothing like neither. Now, what do you think of that?
How astonishing.
A huge great thing it was. More like a church key.
Was it made from a key or from a wax mould?
From a key. He brought it along with him. Said it was the key of a barn he'd hired to keep some stuff in. Said the key belonged to the owner, and he wanted another for himself.
I should have thought it was the owner's business to supply a key for the tenant.
So should I, so away I come by the evening train, no wiser. But after I'd had me a bit of supper back home, I says to myself, it's a line. Never leave a line, I says, till you've followed it up. So out I goes to Pagford to look for our young friend. Well, he wasn't in the garage, but William said he'd seen him go out on his bike along the road to Ambledon Overbrook.
We came through it this afternoon. Pretty little church with a brooch spire.
Well, I pushed along in that direction, and do you remember seeing a big old barn with a tiled roof about 3/4 of a mile out of Pagford?
Yes, I noticed it. It stands all by itself in a field.
That's right. Well, going past there, I see a light, as it might be a bicycle lamp, going across that field, and it came to me all of a sudden that about 6 months ago, Crutchley did a bit of work on a tractor for Mr. Moffat, as owns that barn. See? I just put them things together in my mind. I gets out of the car, and I follows the bicycle light across the field. And what do you think was inside that barn?
At a guess, I should say Polly Mason.
Well, there, just as I was all set to catch you again. Polly Mason it was. I says, what's all this? And Crutchley says, no business of yours, you stupid cop. She's over the age of consent. Maybe, I said, but she's got a mother, I said, what's brought her up decent. And the end of it was, I brought her back, and a lot of sauce she gave me, the young piece.
It's an odd thing that men like Crutchley, with quantities of large white teeth, are practically always gay lotharios.
Not frivolously gay, either. 2 strings to the bow, one for use and one for pleasure.
Well, it ain't my business to run a Sunday school, but that Polly Mason's asking for trouble. I didn't say anything about the young lady in London, because that's over and done with, but where there's one, there might be 2.
There were 2, and the other one was here in Pagford.
Eh?
Miss Twitterton.
What?
It's true, Inspector. She confessed all to my wife earlier this evening. She and Crutchley were planning to get married. But now he's thrown her over.
Well, I bothered poor old Aggie Twitterton chasing Frank Crutchley. Half a moment. That's all right, but see here. If Aggie Twitterton wanted the money for Frank Crutchley and had the keys to the house, what was to prevent her? Eh?
Nothing whatever. Only you've got to prove it, you know.
I've had my eye on Aggie Twitterton all along, her knowing about the will and all. And come to look at it, whoever did it had to get into that house now, hadn't they?
Why? How do you know Noakes didn't come out and get bashed on the head in the garden?
No, that's one thing he couldn't, and you know that as well as I do. And for why? There wasn't no earth or gravel on his shoes, nor yet on his coat where he fell on it. And this time of year, and with all the rain we had last week, there would have been. No, my lord, spring's to catch woodcocks. You don't catch me that way.
Hamlet.
Don't you mistake me, my lord. I ain't out to put nothing on Aggie Twitterton. I'm out to find who killed the deceased and prove it. And I will prove it, if it's the last thing I do.
In that episode of Busman's Honeymoon, the cast was as follows. Lord Peter Wimsey, Ian Carmichael, Lady Peter Wimsey, Sarah Badel, Bunter, Peter Jones, Superintendent Kirk, Peter Vaughan, Mrs. Ruddle, Pearl Hackney, Miss Twitterton, Rosemary Leach, Frank Crutchley, Kenneth Cranham, McBride, Roger Lloyd Pack, Mr. Solomons, Bernard Spear, voice on wireless, Michael Bilton, narrator, John Westbrook. Busman's Honeymoon was adapted by Alistair Beaton from the book by Dorothy L. Sayers and was produced by Martin Fisher. We present Ian Carmichael as Lord Peter Wimsey in Busman's Honeymoon by Dorothy L. Sayers, adapted for radio by Alistair Beaton, with Sarah Badel as Lady Peter Wimsey, Peter Jones as Bunter, and special guest Peter Vaughan as Superintendent Kirk. Episode 6, A Chain of Circumstance.
Whatever indignities the Wimsey family had suffered in its long and distinguished history, the removal of furniture by the representatives of angry creditors was certainly not one of them. It was thus with a certain mixture of exasperation and amusement that Peter and Harriet dealt with the appearance of the rival solicitors, Mr. McBride and Mr. Solomons. The furniture, after all, belonged to Mr. Noakes, recently murdered and shortly to be buried. Its loss could scarcely be construed as a tragedy. Yet, to depart for more comfortable circumstances would mean leaving a most ruthless and baffling murder unsolved. Naturally, there were suspects. Miss Twitterton had believed that she would benefit financially from her uncle's death. The money would certainly have been an added attraction in her attempts to marry the much younger Frank Crutchley. She was scarcely to know that one Polly Mason had long supplanted her fading charms. Frank Crutchley himself had certainly harboured grudges enough against Mr. Noakes, and even Constable Sellen was not to be trusted. A long-standing blackmail victim of Noakes's, he had already been discovered suppressing important evidence. There was thus no shortage of motives. There was, however, a total lack of evidence. This was beginning to take its toll on all concerned, including Lord Peter himself.
Peter, what were you dreaming about early this morning? It sounded pretty awful.
Oh, my God, have I started that again? I thought I'd learned to keep my dreams to myself. Did I say things? Tell me the worst.
I couldn't make out what you said, but it sounded as though you had something on your mind, to put it mildly.
And an agreeable companion I must be. Wait a minute, it comes back to me now. There were 15 of us marching across a prickly desert, and we were all chained together. There was something I'd forgotten to do or to tell somebody, but I couldn't stop because of the chain. And it was all my fault because I'd forgotten, well, whatever it was.
What was the end of it?
Oh, it was only the old responsibility dream, and a mild one at that. The funny thing is that I know there is something that I have forgotten. I woke up with it on the tip of my tongue, but... yeah, it's gone now.
It'll come back if you don't worry it.
Oh, I wish it would, then I wouldn't feel so guilty about it. Hello, Bunter, what's that? The post? Heavens above, man, what have you got there?
Our silk hat, my lord.
Silk hat? Oh, don't be ridiculous, Bunter. We don't want that in the country.
Mr. Noakes's funeral is this morning, my lord. I thought it possible your lordship might desire to attend it. The prayer books are in the other parcel with the black suit.
But surely to goodness I can go to a village funeral without a mourning suit and a top hat.
The conventional marks of esteem are highly appreciated in rural communities, my lord. But it is as your lordship wishes. 2 vans have arrived to take the furniture, my lord. So I will suggest that I should take the car over to Broxford and order a few temporary necessities, such as a couple of camp beds and a kettle.
Peter, there's a letter from your mother. She said she's going down to the Dower House this morning. The shooting party at the Hall has broken up, and Gerald and Helen are going for the weekend to Lord Attenborough's. She wonders whether we should like to join her for a day or two. She thinks we may need rest and change. Oh, not from one another, she's careful to explain, but from what she calls housekeeping.
Housekeeping? Huh. Well, the house is about the only thing we are likely to keep by the looks of it.
Well, what do you think of her idea?
Well, that's rather for you to say. We've got to go somewhere or other. Unless you really prefer the kettle and the camp bed, to which Bunter so feelingly alludes.
I'd like to go, Peter.
Very well, then, you shall. Bunter, send her Grace a wire to say that we're coming down tonight.
Very good, my lord.
Heartfelt satisfaction. He'll be sorry to abandon the investigation, but the camp beds and the kettle would break even Bunter's spirit. Harriet, do you mean to go to the funeral?
Oh, I don't think so. Well, I've got no black frock to do your top hat credit. And I'd better stay here to keep an eye on the removal men.
Well, Bunter can do that.
Oh, no. He's panting to attend the obsequies. I've just seen him brushing his best bowler.
I suppose you realise that some of the funeral guests are likely to come back here afterwards.
Yes, I was rather afraid of that. Never mind. We shall be on our way by the end of the afternoon. Are you coming down?
No, not for the moment. There's a letter here from my agent I've simply got to attend to. I thought I'd cleared everything up nicely, but one of the tenants has chosen this moment to create a tiresomeness.
Oh.
Well, I can't ride downstairs with brokers' men oiling in and out and wrangling over the whatnot.
No, of course you can't. I'll go and see to things. Be busy and good. And I used to think you were God's own idler, without a responsibility in the world.
Were you wanting any help, my lady?
Well, Crutchley, you can give the removal men a hand if they need it.
Yes, my lady.
We'll start getting the stuff out of the sitting room now, lady, if it's all right with you.
Oh, do you mind leaving this room to the last? My husband will be coming back here after the funeral and may have 1 or 2 people with him. We shall need some chairs to sit on.
All right, you are, lady. Could we do a bit upstairs?
Yes, certainly. And we shan't want this room very long.
Oh, OK. Well, come on, Bill. This way.
Yeah, right, old George. Cool, that'll take us a bit of time to take down them 4 posters, though.
Can this man give you any help? He's the gardener here.
Well, there's them plants in the greenhouse, so we ain't got no special instructions about them, but we was told to take everything.
Oh, yes, the plants will have to go.
Righty-o, then.
And the ones in here as well. Crutchley, you'll need a pair of steps to get that cactus out of the hanging basket, but do that later, would you? Go and see to the greenhouse.
Yes, my lady.
Oh, and after that, fetch some glasses. We'll probably need them when the others return from the funeral.
Very good, my lady.
Just put them down over there, would you, Crutchley?
Yes, my lady. The removal man wants to know what they're to do with some of that tinned and bottled stuff.
Oh, tell them to leave it in the pantry.
They don't know which is yours, my lady.
Everything with a Fortnum and Mason label. If there's anything else, it probably belongs to the house.
Very good, my lady. Shall you and his lordship be coming back to this house later on, if I might ask?
Oh, yes, Crutchley, I'm sure we shall. Oh, were you thinking about your job? Of course. Well, we may be going away for a time while alterations are done, but we should like you to keep the garden in order.
Thank you, my lady. Very good. Excuse me, my lady.
Yes?
I was wondering, seeing as me and Polly Mason is going to get married, whether his lordship... Well, I was meaning to start that garage, only me having lost that £40. If it might be a loan, my lady, we'd pay it back, faithful.
Oh, I see. Well, Crutchley, I can't say anything about that. You must speak to his lordship yourself.
Yes, my lady. If you was to put in a word for me, maybe...
I'll think about it. Oh, they're coming back. They haven't been very long.
No, my lady, it don't take long. I'll be helping the removal men if you want me.
Hello
hello.
Oh, Lady Peter, I do hope this isn't too much of an intrusion.
Not at all, Miss Twitterton. Do come and sit down.
Jerusalem, my happy home. Is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty?
Peter, behave yourself. Ah, Mr. Goodacre. Were there many people at the funeral?
A very large attendance. Really a remarkable attendance.
It's most gratifying, all this respect for Uncle, and fully choral.
Oh, it was all just beautiful. I've never seen a funeral to touch it, and I've been to every burying in Peglum these 40 year and more, haven't I, Mr. Puffet?
Indeed you have, Mrs. Ruddle, and the Reverend's words, if I may say so, sir, went right to the heart.
Bunter, I see some glasses on the radio cabinet. We could do with some drinks.
Very good, my lord.
I'm afraid they've commandeered the beer barrel, Mr. Puffet.
Oh, dear, that is awkward. Well, Puffet, I dare say you can make do for once with the bottle variety.
Yes, of course, my lord.
I'd like a sherry, if it's not too much trouble.
Mind your backs, please, mind your backs.
Oh, dear. Oh, poor Uncle's furniture.
Keep your hand up a bit, Bill.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, George. Mind that paper.
Ah, here come the drinks.
Sherry, Miss Twitterton.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Bunter.
Mr. Goodacre.
Oh, dear me, dear me. Thank you.
Bunter, have you got some beer in the kitchen for Mr. Puffet?
Yes, my lord.
Oh, thanks very kindly, your lordship.
Oh, and Bunter will be wanting you, Mrs. Ruddle, to see about getting some lunch of some sort.
Yes, my lady.
Come along, Martha, come along.
I'm coming, Mr. Puffet. Oh, what a lovely funeral that was. Quite touched I was, Mr. Puffet, quite touched.
Oh, I must be getting home soon.
Oh, you mustn't hurry, Miss Twitterton. I only said that because Mrs. Ruddle, although an excellent servant in her way, sometimes needs a reminder. Mr. Goodacre, won't you have a drop more sherry?
Oh, no, really, I too must be moving homewards.
Not without your plants. Mr. Goodacre has prevailed upon Mr. McBride Harriet to let the cacti go to a good home.
Yeah, for a consideration, no doubt.
Oh, of course, I paid for them. That was only right. I did not like to think of the plants going to a warehouse with no one to take care of them. Crutchley has always looked after them so well. He's very knowledgeable about cacti.
Indeed. I'm glad to hear that Frank Crutchley fulfilled some of his obligations.
Well, Padre, rather you than me. I don't like the Persian things.
Yeah, well, they're not to everybody's taste, perhaps. But the hanging one here, you must acknowledge, is a superb specimen of its kind.
It does rather dominate the room.
Uncle William always took a great pride in that cactus.
I know. Indeed, Miss Twitterton, it will be quite happy and safe with me.
Excuse me, my lord. The furniture removers are about to clear the attics and have desired me to inquire what is to be done with the various trunks and articles labelled Twitterton.
Oh, dear me, yes. However did I come to forget? There are quite a lot of my things here, but I think I'd better come and see to that myself. You see, my cottage is so very small, and Uncle very kindly let me store some of my things here. I hope you won't mind, Lady Peter. I shan't trespass on your kindness.
But of course, do go anywhere you like, and if you want any help...
Oh, thank you so very much.
As I shall be going in a few minutes, Miss Twitterton, I'll say goodbye now. But just for the moment, I shall, of course, come to see you. And now, you mustn't allow yourself to brood, you know. In fact, I'm going to ask you to be very brave and sensible and come and play the organ for us on Sunday as usual. Now, will you? We've all come to rely on you so much.
Of course, dear Mr. Goodacre, if you wish it, I'll do my best.
It will gratify me very much.
Oh, thank you. Oh, everybody's so good to me.
Poor little woman. Poor little soul. It is most distressing, this unsolved mystery hanging over us.
Yes, not too good.
Good gracious.
What's the matter, Mr. Goodacre?
Now, this is very strange. Very strange indeed. Look at that. Do you see what that is up there on the cactus leaves?
Well, from here it looks like a spot of mildew. Oh, I can't see very well from underneath. But perhaps in a cactus that's merely the bloom of a healthy complexion.
It is mildew.
Peter, hold this chair for me, would you?
Careful, careful, careful.
That's better. Yes, I can see it quite clearly now. There's some mildew on the upper side of the leaves, if they are leaves and not stalks.
Somebody has been giving it too much water.
Well, we haven't any of us touched it.
I am a humane man, and though I don't like the prickly brute, I wouldn't...
Peter, what is it?
Here we go round the prickly pear,
Once the summer is over, you must administer water very sparingly indeed.
Well, surely it couldn't have been the knowledgeable Crutchley.
But I think it was. Harriet, you heard Crutchley tell Kirk how he watered it last Wednesday week and wound the clock before collecting his wages from old Noakes.
Yes.
And the day before yesterday, you saw him water it again.
Of course, we all saw him.
But, my dear Lady Peter, he couldn't have done that. The cactus is a desert plant. It only requires watering about once a month in the cooler weather. Frank Crutchley must know that. He's a very skilled gardener.
Damn. I can't remember.
Well, somebody has touched it lately. I see you put it on a longer chain.
That's it. The chain. Of course, we were all chained together. The chain, Padre, the chain.
Yes. Yes.
The chain used to be shorter?
Why, yes, I'm positive it was. Oh, quite positive. Yes, let me see. The bottom of the brass pot which contains the cactus used to be above my head.
How great is the difference in height? About 4 inches?
Yes, I'd say it was about 4 inches lower than it used to be.
Peter, when the chimney was being cleared, there was a chain
Yes,
then.
I know. What became of it?
I think Bunter put it in the coal scuttle.
My lord, the furniture removers desire...
Governor, we'll have to clear out the rest of the furniture from in here.
No, we haven't finished in here. Look, take yourselves off.
Well, job's got to be done
His
today.
lordship has just made it perfectly clear that
Look,
it's
we must
not...
have something to sit on. I will make it all right with your employer.
Oh, Governor, I don't know as I can.
You
really.
heard his lordship. Come along.
Well, all right, but the job's got to be done today.
Look, it will be. Look, Bunter, stay here, please.
Very good, my lord.
Now, here is what I was looking for.
Oh, isn't that the chain that came down the chimney when I cleared it with the shotgun? Yes, I believe it is.
A new chain was fixed up and the other one hidden up the chimney. Now, why?
Oh, no, that looks remarkably like the original chain. You see, it's darkened with soot, but it's quite bright when you rub it.
When Crutchley had watered the cactus, which he had watered the week before, and which should only be watered once a month, he was on the steps here.
That's right.
He wiped the pot, he got down, he put the steps over here by the clock. He then came back here to the wireless cabinet.
Oh, dear me, this is all very mysterious. I'm afraid
Well, it is possible. By God, it is possible. Mr. Noakes was about your height, wasn't he, Padre?
I may have the advantage of him by an inch, but not more.
If I had more inches, I might have had more brains. Still, better late than never. You see, we have the first and last terms of the progression. If we could just fill in the middle term.
Yes, my lord. If I might make a suggestion, it would be as well to verify the difference in the lengths of the chains before we proceed.
Quite right, Bunter. All right, clear as you go. Fetch the steps.
So that's all seen to. Oh, Mr. Goodacre, I didn't think I should see you again. Were you having Uncle's cactus?
Miss Twitterton, I wonder if you could do something for me.
But of course I can.
I think I must have dropped my fountain pen somewhere in the bedroom, and I'm rather afraid one of those fellows up there may put his foot on it. If I might trouble you...
Why, with pleasure. I'll run up and look for it at once. I always say I'm remarkably good at finding things.
Close the door, please, Harriet.
4 inches difference, my lord.
Ah.
But, Lord Peter, isn't that your fountain pen I saw just now in your inside jacket pocket?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but why...
Bunter, bring the steps over here, would you?
Oh.
Yes,
I see. Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Now, then, see if you can find anything in the way of a hook or a nail in the wall. Or even, perhaps, in the ceiling, on that side of the chimney place. Yes?
Nothing to be seen in this area, my lord. Perhaps up here. Ah,
What can you see, Bunter?
a cup hook, my lady, painted black and screwed into the beam.
Proof. Proof of something at last. But where's the...
Do I understand that you discovered what they call a clue to the mystery?
No, we're looking for that now, Padre, the clue. Ariadne's clue of thread. The little ball of twine to thread the labyrinth. Yes, the twine. Who said twine? Puffit, by Jove. He's our man.
Tom Puffit? Oh, I should not like to think that Puffit...
Bunter, fetch him here, would you?
Yes, my lord.
Peter, the chain.
Yes, best get rid of that. Give it to me. Well, we'll put it back where it came from. Safe, fine, safe, fine. As Mr. Puffit is so fond of observing.
There's a ledge, I suppose?
Yes, there is. If Noakes had kept his chimney swept, his murderer might have been safe.
I really don't know what to think. Dear, oh dear.
Did you want me, my lord?
Yes, Puffit. When you were cleaning up this room on Wednesday morning after we loosened the soot, do you remember picking up a piece of string from the floor?
String? No, if it's string you're looking for, I reckon you've come to the right place for it. Yes, I picked up a piece of string off this very floor. A good thick piece, about a yard long, without any knots. But whether
A yard long? Well, it must have been longer than that.
No, not the string. There was a rare good piece of black fishing line, maybe 20 feet or so. But it's string you're looking for, isn't it?
I made a mistake. I ought, of course, to have said fishing line. Well, naturally to be fishing line. And black. It had to be. Have you got that on you?
Oh, it's fishing line you're after. Well, why didn't you say so? Safe find, safe find.
Thank you. Yes, that's it. And this had held a 20-pound salmon. And there's a sinker at each end. Well, of course there would be, naturally. Now, Bunter.
My lord.
Take this line. That's it. Now, thread it through one of the rings at the lip of the brass pot.
Here?
Yes, that one will do. Good. Now, bring the two ends with their sinkers together and pass the double line over the hook in the ceiling.
Very good, my lord.
Hooks in the ceiling, chains in the chimney. I always said as Mr. Noakes was up.
Thank you, Mr. Puffet. You have been most helpful.
Oh, right. Safe find, as I always says.
I passed the line over the hook, my lord.
Oh, I see now. Oh, Peter, how horrible.
Right, Bunter. Now come down the steps.
Yes, Lord.
Take care you don't foul the line.
I really can't see why anyone could...
Now haul up until the pot is pulled up against the ceiling. It's all right, the plant won't fall out. It's a dead tight fit. Now haul away steady.
It must weigh getting on for 14 pounds.
Yes, I can see. How did you come not to notice its weight when you and Kirk were examining it? It's been loaded with something.
Lead shot, by the feel of it, my lord.
Then this must have been planned some time ago.
So that's how a woman could have broken a tall man's head. A woman with strong hands.
Or anybody.
Oh, good gracious, do you mean to say that somebody stood here and released the cactus pot so that it swung down and struck poor Mr. Noakes on the head? Oh, how dreadful.
They needn't have been in the room at all, Padre. Anybody could have done it. Anybody with a cast-iron alibi.
I think that is as high as it'll go, my lord.
Harriet, would you kindly open the lid of the wireless cabinet? Thank you. Now, Bunter, bring the two ends of the line to the cabinet and bring the lid down slowly on the line and see if the sinkers will hold firm against the flange.
Very good, my lord.
And for God's sake, be careful, man. Stand out of the way, Padre.
The spring catch on the lid appears to hold up to the strain, my lord.
Good. Now stand back. Nobody go near that wireless cabinet.
Peter, there's someone at the window.
Oh, good gracious, it's Superintendent Kirk and young Sellen. Whatever are they doing there?
Open the window, Bunter.
Very good, my lord.
My lord, I never told you no lie. You can see the clock from the window.
That's right, 12:30, plain as a pikestaff. Hello, they took the cactus down.
No, they haven't. The cactus is still there. You better come along in, Superintendent, but come in quietly. You may have to make an arrest.
Oh, do be careful, Peter. Are you quite sure it won't come down?
Not unless someone opens the cabinet lid for the BBC's 12:30 gramophone orgy. But for God's sake, Padre, stand away from that lid.
Oh, well, I was only looking more closely at the string. You can't see it at all against the panelling, you know. It's most remarkable. It's being so black and so fine, I suppose.
That is the idea of fishing line. I'm sorry I shouted, but do keep back in case of accident. Do you realise that you are the one person in this room who isn't safe? If that line slips, the pot will sail down in an arc directly towards where you're standing.
Oh, my goodness, yes, I see what you mean, yes.
Yes, that's a safer spot. Rather the table lamp than you, Padre.
Here's the police.
Oh, Mrs. Ruddle, why don't you go to the kitchen and
What's
sort
all
out...
the fusses is going on in here, eh? Yeah, that's a funny place to want to put the cactus plant.
What's going on, my lord?
Now, don't touch that cabinet, Superintendent, nor you, Mrs. Ruddle, or I won't answer for the consequences.
Well, I never.
I fancy, Inspector, that is where the cactus was at 9:05 p.m. last Wednesday week.
So that's why I could see the clock.
That's right, Sellen. This is what is called reconstructing the crime.
A crime, eh?
You wanted a blunt instrument that could strike a tall man from above and behind? Well, there it is. The brass pot of the cactus plant. With the power we put behind it, that'd break the skull of an ox.
Pretty, but I'd like a bit of proof. There weren't no blood nor hair on that there pot.
Oh, of course not. It was wiped.
When and how, Harriet?
The day before yesterday. You reminded us only just now. On Wednesday morning, under our very eyes, while we all sat around and watched. That's how, Peter, that's how.
Yes, that is how. And now we know how, we know who.
Well, thank God we know something at last.
Well, you mean that when Frank Crutchley watered the cactus and wiped that pot... Oh, that's a dreadful conclusion to come to. Frank Crutchley is one of my own choirmen.
Crutchley, now we're getting at it. He had his grudge about the £40, and he thought he'd get even with the old man and marry the heiress. 2 birds with one blunt instrument, eh?
But he's marrying Polly Mason. He came round about the banns this morning.
That's a rather sad story, Mr. Goodacre. He was secretly engaged to Miss Twitterton.
Do you think they were in it together, my lord?
I couldn't find your fountain pen anywhere, Lord Peter. I do hope it... Good gracious. What an extraordinary thing. However did Uncle's cactus get up there?
Oh, Miss Twitterton, don't go near the wireless cabinet. Come and sit over here.
But I don't understand.
No, Superintendent, they were not in it together.
Now, let's get this clear, my lord. How exactly do you make out he worked it?
If that trap was set like that on the night of the murder, when Crutchley left at 6:20...
Oh, dear.
Then when Noakes came in, as he always did at 9:30 to turn on the wireless for the news bulletin...
Which he did, regular as clockwork.
Thank you, Mrs. Revel, which he did as regular as clockwork.
Peter, I've thought of an objection. Could anybody, even by candlelight, walk right up to that cabinet without noticing that the cactus wasn't there?
I think so.
All right, George. I'll get it and lock it up for you.
Crutchley, what are you doing here?
Key of the wireless cabinet, my lord.
Look, don't lift that lid! Now, Crutchley.
You devil! You damn cunning devil! How do you know I done it? I'll have the throat out of you!
Get him, Cellar! Hold him! Hold him, that's enough!
Let me go, blast you! Let me get at him! So you set a trap for me, did you? Well, I killed him! The old brute cheated me! So did you, Aggie Twitterton, blast you! I've been done out of my rights! I killed him, I tell you, and all for nothing!
Bunter, stop that damn pot swinging.
Yes, my lord.
Frank Crutchley, I arrest you for the murder of William Knox. You are not required to say anything, but anything you say may be taken down in writing and made used in evidence
This is
against
the
you.
most shocking thing.
Damn you and blast you, Aggie Twitterton! I'd like to wring your ugly little neck!
Keep him up! Oh, I don't think I ever let him come near me. You beast! You beast! How dare you kill poor Uncle!
Miss Twitterton, don't, please!
Now, hold him fast, Joe. That's it.
I don't rightly know how to thank you, my lord. This clears me.
All right, Selden, that'll do. Now, buzz off now like a good chap.
Yes, my lord, and thank you.
Come on now, Joe. Keep a good grip on him now.
Oh, forgive me, Lady Peter. My duty is with that unhappy man. Goodbye.
Why, there, that bit of line dangling from the pot. That's a funny thing, that is. That's the way it was when I come in here Wednesday morning to clear for the sweep. I took it off myself and throwed it down on the floor.
Mrs. Ruddle, go to the kitchen, please, and put the kettle on.
Oh, yes, my lady.
Take Miss Twitterton along and look after her.
Oh, yes, my lady. Don't you worry, I'll keep an eye on her. Come along now, Aggie.
Oh, poor dear Uncle.
Oh, I'll make you a nice cup of tea.
If your lordship should require anything, I shall be in the kitchen.
Oh, yes. Yes, thank you, Bunter.
Peter?
Come and hold my hand, Harriet. This part of the business always gets me down. Oh, damn.
Dearest, don't.
It's a merciful death compared with most natural ones. It's only the waiting and the knowing beforehand. I got permission to see a hanging once. I thought I'd better know. But it hasn't cured me of meddling.
If you hadn't meddled, it might have been Joe Selden or Aggie Twitterton.
Yes, I know that.
If you hadn't meddled 6 years ago, it would almost certainly have been me. If it hadn't been for that, we shouldn't be here. We should never have seen one another. Everything wrong and wretched then, and out of it all I've somehow got you. What can one make of that?
Oh, God. There seems to be no sense in it all.
You're cold. Come nearer the fire.
Oh, no, it's not cold. It's my rotten nerves. This is damnable for you, too, of course, I know that. Before, at times like this, I've always wanted to be alone.
I'm like that, too. I like to crawl away and hide in a corner.
You are my corner, and I've come to hide.
Yes, my dearest. Peter? Will you want to get rid of this house now?
Get rid of it? Certainly not.
Oh, Peter, I'm so glad.
While I live, no owner but ourselves shall ever set foot in it.
In that final episode of Busman's Honeymoon, the cast was as follows. Lord Peter Wimsey, Ian Carmichael, Lady Peter Wimsey, Sarah Badel, Bunter, Peter Jones, Superintendent Kirk, Peter Vaughan. Mrs. Ruddle, Pearl Hackney, Miss Twitterton, Rosemary Leach, Frank Crutchley, Kenneth Cranham, Mr. Puppet, Michael Ripper, the Reverend Goodacre, Gerald Sim. Constable Sellon, Christopher Beanie. First removal man, Edward Cast. Second removal man, Alex Jennings. Narrator, John Westbrook. Busman's Honeymoon was adapted by Alistair Beaton from the book by Dorothy L. Sayers and was produced by Martin Fisher.